Hey guys, welcome back. If you're here, thank you. If you're coming in from the other stream, I'm sorry we had to shut it down. Having some internet issues on the other end. We should be back up and running now. Let me know. Hey, what's up, Greg? Hey, Superfaster, what's happening? How are you? Yeah, we're trying a new feed. Let me know if it's buffering. We reduced the resolution. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it on the fly. Stressful. I'm stressed. This is not fun when things don't work out the way you want. Um, hey, Ripple, what's happening? We're still waiting. The cars have been teched in. People are milling around. Um, we have a couple of issues going on with some of the drivers, but hopefully you get that all resolved and we'll be back up and running. Let me know if the sound's good, everything's good. Come. All right, here we go. Show me stock cars. Just turn on the mic here. Press that when you're ready. Hey, what's up? Hey, we got show me stock cars. Just hold it closer to you.
What's up, nerds? Hey, everybody. We got some qualifying.
What's up, MP? What's happening? How are you? All right, so I got show me stock cars. Here's Pete. Pete, first time to an event like this.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's awesome. It was, yeah, we set it up on what, Friday?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Right.
It was fun putting it together, and then Oliver put some fancier borders on it. I mean, he runs a top notch show. But yeah, we did qualifying. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was a little stressful.
How was the qualifying going? How did you do?
We qualified fourth from the back.
Oh, okay.
But we're ahead of these guys, so.
Yeah, these guys like me, and I haven't even touched the track yet. I've been stressed out with this stuff.
We've been doing this, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Everybody's just getting finished tech inspection and all that, and then I think we're gonna rock and roll. We gotta pick our spot on the driver's station.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. What do you think of the track itself? Like, how does it feel? You're running digital for the first time with oxygen system. How's the oxygen system working out for you?
Good. We were really nervous because we've never used that chip before. I've never even seen one of those controllers before, so I was super nervous. Yesterday during the first part of practice, they weren't running the race timing software, so not all the features on the controller were working. So everybody was panicked, and everybody's yelling like, "No brakes, no brakes, no brakes!" And then they turned on the timing system, and then they stopped on a dime.
Yeah, so that's Big Oak right there. Sorry, it's really short.
So yeah, but then once that was on and we got to dial in the different settings on the controllers, there's like 4 dials and 2 switches, but we got it dialed in for the 3 of us. We took a picture of where those knobs are, so in case we knock them, we're in good. But the track's fun. It's long. The driver's station's really far away from that far end.
Yeah, it's about, I'd say, 8, 16, 24 feet.
Yeah.
Plus another 8 feet there, so that's like almost 30 feet from the driver's station to the back end of the track. So it's a lot of distance to actually be able. And then we have the fencing, fencing makes it hard to see the cars too.
And
They can't have cars.
and on that far straight, they removed a little bit of the fencing so we can see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's good. We're gonna go slow and steady.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to conserve fuel, and that's gonna be our strategy because there are some fast cars out here, and there's no way we're gonna beat their lap times. We're just hoping that they'll burn through more fuel than us. Fingers crossed.
And that's the other thing is like when you're doing digital racing, it's completely different mindset.
Yeah.
It's not like analog where you're trying to do one thing that was said yesterday was like this is not doing sprint laps every lap. This is about conservation of fuel, knowing your pit lane, and we have full pit areas.
Yep.
So you have to choose your right pit area because if you choose the wrong one, you can get stuck behind another car.
Yeah.
You can get penalties for not fueling correctly. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I will get Oliver on here to explain most of that, but maybe you can step them through it and tell them what you know about getting prepped for this race.
Yeah, so a couple of things that I didn't realize about oxygen. It's very similar to if you're using Carrera pit lanes where you got to get past the first part of it, but you can't go past the end of it, and then that's when you'll start fueling. But what I didn't realize is a lot like when you have that reel switch on the Carrera CU, that the car will pretend like it's heavier when you have a full tank, and then it'll get more and more twitchy and faster as you use that fuel. So they were telling us like, oh, you don't need to stay for the full like refuel in the pit. But by the time we get the tires cleaned and back on there, you're full. So it's a good thought, but we decided as a group that we're not going to worry about that. But yeah, so it's one big long pit lane, and you go in, and so you're off the main racing line.
Yeah.
And then from there, like you said, there's 4 pit actual spots, and when you get into there, it's these double lane changes. But it's cool because they have it the double lane change when you're coming out, it's stuck open. So you automatically exit, which is I've never seen that done before, and I'm like, hey, can I do that at home? Like, can I rig a Carrera one to do that? But we'll see. It's working. The timing system's all counting laps. Everybody's getting fuel. We had to twiddle with the halt sensor for the oxygen chip, which is brand new for most of us who've never done that. The chip it's interesting. There's a lot of parts on it where, a Carrera digital chip, you just plug it in, put it on the track, and here you go.
I'll tell you, my experience so far has been like, I have no feel with the controller. Like, when you, we were at John Erdman's and I was on the wood track, and I could feel the controller. I could feel the car. But I feel with this system here, I don't have that feeling when I'm driving on the track right now. So it's been a little bit of a adaptation for myself to that. Yeah.
And you're definitely not like, I'm so used to making sure that on my, like, I have the speed and the brake on at home on the Carrera Digital set so that I'm using the full throw of that trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
And on this, you're barely touching it.
Only on the front straight you get it like.
Yeah, you can get it all the way down. But they're also telling us, and I'm not paying close enough attention on our fuel difference lap to lap because we're just trying to keep the thing on the track and not get run over anybody.
Yeah.
But they're saying that even like changes to the trigger, like on Carrera, if you use it, it's like how much you're using it for how long. This one is like changes this way.
Oh yeah.
Changes to the trigger will use more fuel. So it all seems really cool, but a lot of the nitty gritty details they're giving us, we're like, we're gonna focus on not crashing and not doing a lap without fuel. That's our goal. We're hoping to just get to the end in one piece.
Okay, somebody like Stock Journal says the volume's a bit low. Let us know if that's the case, guys. I seem to show good volume on my end, but let us know if that's the case.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. So we do have, let's just go through and see what we got here.
time, enjoying ourselves, and doing the thing. It's gonna be fun, and we're very excited.
Yeah.
They can't hear anything.
I don't know. I have sound. Like some people said the sound.
Big Oak says sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
We're good. Turn your volumes up, guys. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. So anyway, cool. Anything else you want to add, Pete?
This weekend, if you have an opportunity to go to an event with other slot card nerds like yourselves, whether it's something like this or a swap meet or whatever, we haven't even started the race yet, and most of the fun I've had is like in between, like hanging out at John Erdman's and going out to lunch yesterday and dinner the night before. It's just so fun to get together with the people that we talk on Discord, or you see them in the YouTube comments. But all you guys in the YouTube comments, do your best to get to an event like this, even if you're like us and it's going to be a hot mess of a race, and we're just hoping to get to the end of the race with a car that's still running. But yeah, it's been a great weekend. We haven't even raced yet.
So I'm gonna switch down. I think what the problem is when I because we're muted. Now we have sound. So when we're on this screen, can you hear us now?
Check.
I think that's
mic,
what
mic.
it is.
Check. Can you hear me?
All right. Well, switch back here. Oh, we'll switch. All right, we're back. Here's Phil Carpenter, one of the race teams. What's the name of your team?
We're Grooved Racing Team.
Grooved Racing. So Phil Carpenter from Grooved Racing. So Phil has been championing digital racing a lot. So why don't we let Phil jump in and go through all the
We'll see you guys.
All the things we want to talk about from a digital racing perspective.
Let's see what I can do here, guys.
Yeah.
I like your equipment. All right, I'm not sure how this works.
That's your mic right there. So the closer you are, the better. So Phil, how are you? How's it going?
Well, I'm doing fantastic. It's been a really exciting time to be over here, getting ready to do some racing this weekend.
Yeah. So Phil, obviously this is after the Gilmore. This is the next digital race that you've kind of been involved in putting it together. Let's talk about the experience of digital, why you like it so much, what do you feel it brings to the table.
Well, I'm not going to take the folks who are going to see this through too much, but all my life I've enjoyed racing. And I've enjoyed slot cars as one of the methods of racing. I've been on racetracks and on real racetracks on motorcycles mostly, but the slot car racing's always been around for me. And when the digital stuff came out, it added a sense of realism that I couldn't find in my analog system. And I still do some analog racing, so I'm not telling you analog's bad, but the addition of the strategy that comes with digital, first off, you've got traffic in your same lane. You've got to figure out passing strategies, and you build a track and you put in passing zones. We call them lane changers. And then after we do that, we put in a pit lane, and then that adds in fuel strategy, it adds in damage strategy, and it adds in tire strategy. And then the computer can simulate weather, it can simulate the weight of a car when it's got a half a tank versus a full tank, and progressively through those levels of fuel, and the weight changes change in the way that the car responds on the track. And it just adds a sense of realism that is another dynamic to slot car racing. It doesn't eliminate what happens in analog, it adds to it. And if you were on a digital track and you never changed lanes, you essentially would be doing exactly what you're doing in analog. So an analog racer can come out and race in a digital environment.
Yeah, something you said yesterday was really important that I felt was like when you go analog racing, every lap is like a sprint, like it's like that qualifier.
Yeah.
But digital is completely different mindset in a way.
It's a completely different mindset. When I race analog, and I still do, basically I'm in my own lane, and there's rare an opportunity for me to be in a collision with someone else unless I come off the track and I've actually crashed myself.
Right.
But in digital, because you can have multiple cars in the same lane, and those cars are able to float from one lane to the other, you're not in a situation where basically in analog, it's like you're running a qualifying lap on the track by yourself for X amount of time or X amount of laps based on how the race is set up. In digital, you have to develop an entire race strategy, very much like when you're watching racing on television, whether you're a NASCAR fan, whether you're a World GT, World Endurance Cup, Formula One, Formula E. It doesn't matter if you're a MotoGP or race fan, you're watching those teams, and those riders and drivers are developing strategy based on their fuel, their tire wear, the traffic, the condition of the track. It's all there. And you're never in the wrong lane because you pick the lane that you want to be in to get the best performance in a lap with traffic all race long.
Yeah, and so let's talk about penalties, how they work with the digital system.
Yeah.
Because you guys are assigning penalties, just walk us through that.
Yeah, well, the penalties are set up by a race director. We have a body of racers now where we're developing, and it's a continuously developing thing this season, where we're deciding on what penalties are. For instance, in an actual racing event where a human is driving a car around a track, if you are going around the track and during the time that you're lapping, you decide to drive through the pits and not stop, you just use it like it's a shortcut or a third lane, you would get a penalty from the race director, and you would have to serve that penalty. That would mean that later on, you'd have to pull in and sit still in your car for 5 or 10 seconds. So we have a penalty for driving through the pit without stopping. We also have a penalty for anyone who causes a crash. So if you're coming up behind someone and you're not in a good passing zone and you ram into the back of their car and knock them off the track, you get a penalty. And that penalty has to be served in the pits within 3 laps. So even if you continue to drive, on screen on the computer system, you'll see it counting down next to your car's statistical data on the leaderboard, telling you have 3 laps to go in and serve your 5-second penalty. Then if you don't do it on that lap, it'll drop down to 2 and then down to 1. And then when it goes down to 0, you're accumulating greater penalties, or you could essentially be black flagged out of the race. So we have penalties for various incidents on the track. If there's a major pileup, just like in real racing, there would be a red flag. And continuing to run and go drive and add your car to a car pileup would be a red flag. And again, you get black flagged and sent back to the penalty. So these things are all in the race. We're dealing with them today. They're pretty neat things. There's no stopping on the racetrack, just like in real racing. There's a pit lane and there's a pit row. So you come down the pit row lane and then you pull into a pit box and you stop, and then your car is refueled, your damage is assessed, it's repaired. You'll hear some sound effects that do that in a digital racing system, and then you go forward from there. So pretty neat stuff.
All right. Well, I think you're being called in, drivers meeting.
Yep.
So thanks a lot for being here, Phil. Thanks for stepping in.
Thanks a lot.
And we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
And hopefully you win.
Well, I hope that my team wins, but I hope that everybody has a really great time out here today. And if people haven't seen digital slot car racing, get out there and take a look. One of the coolest things about it is it's real racing, and it's got great apps, and the apps can be free, and there's no in-app purchase. So once you get it, you're already ready to go. All right, see you later, gang.
Your team name once again is?
My team name is right here.
Groove Racing Team.
Racing Team.
So if you guys are supporting Phil, make sure that you're supporting Groove Racing Team. We'll see you out there, Phil. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right,
say something in the comments, gang. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Oliver.
Thanks a lot, Phil.
Hope that helped.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, the driver's getting ready. Let's go trackside. Let's see what cameras we have. So this is one camera angle. This catches the front straight. As you can see, the driver is standing right in front of it. And then we got camera angle number 2, which is catching down the back straight and coming around to the first hairpin or the first 90. And then this is the whole track. So as you can see, it is quite a fair distance from the driver's station to the back end of the track. It is a lot of distance to cover. Let me see if I can zoom this camera in a little bit so we can tighten up a bit here. Let's zoom in a bit. There you go. I think it's a better look for it. And then, I can actually take you around the track here with this camera here. So as you can see, we come down. Whoops. So we come down the front straight, and then we get into the back straight there, and then we come into a 90, and then it goes through the S curves. And as we rotate around here, you can see this is the technical section of the track. This is the infield. Lots of 90-degree turns here on the racetrack. So let me swing this camera around. Let's go. So as you can see here, we have a lot of 90-degree turns. So there's a 90 there, and as we swing over, we got another short straight, little sweeper, and then it's into the backfield. So this is all infield. Lots of marshalling will be happening in this area. That's happened yesterday. We had a lot of marshalling happen here. So the way it works is a 3-man team. One person will be driving, one person will be the pit person, and then the third person will be on track marshalling. So the teams are all equally giving up marshals. And yeah, so as you can see, it's pretty exciting. Lots of distance to cover. The cars have to make it through. A lot of fueling. Quite the distance from the driver's station to the far side of the track. Definitely, it is, like I said, 24 feet, almost 30 feet from the driver's station to the back, but the driver's station is a race station. So if I switch back to here and we go to position 3, you'll see that's the driver's station right there. So it is a race station. You can see the drivers all taking their positions, and we're about to get racing, I believe. So let's see what happens here. Let's go here. All right, so as the drivers get ready, we have marshalling happening. We're about to get started here. Once again, there's 8 teams racing. Yeah, it is a basketball court. We are going from one sideline almost past the middle of the basketball court, just for reference. So we're about to get racing here, guys. Let me see if I can bring in the actual position counters here. So I'll just add, whoops, let me take that off. Sorry, guys. Stuff on the fly, stuff on the fly. Let's bring in this. So that's the racing positions for the teams as we go racing. I'll put this up here for now so you guys can see that. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions when we're racing, let me know. What's up, Sunday Socklars? Good to see you back as well. Yeah, that how big that racetrack is. The basketball court is about 90 by 100 feet, and the track looks like at least 20 feet wide. Actually, so from front of the track all the way to the back, I think it's about 30 feet. Sorry, 24 feet. And then from the driver's station, like I said, to the back of the track is about 30 feet. So quite a bit of distance. I think we're getting ready to go here. How long is the track? I don't know how long the track is because initially when Oliver brought the track plans, the track was shorter and we extended it on the fly as we built it out. So I think the track was supposed to be only about 20 feet long, 20 by 20 footprint. And I think right now it's almost 24 feet by around 30 feet in length, so in width. So it is a very long track. I'll give you a better look here. That's the full track, so you can see from the driver's station all the way back. It's quite a bit of distance. I think I'm gonna put this down in this corner here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, just adjusting some things on the fly. All right, we're getting ready to race. If there's any questions, let us know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let it roll. Um, so we do have 8 teams. North Edge seems to be in position number 1. Grooved, which is Phil Carpenter's team, is in position number 2 after qualifying. East Side is 3. Tri-State, which is Show Me Slot Cars and Company, is position 4. Can-Am, which is the team that I came down with Joe. And then we got Cincy, Rookies, and Blue Water. Blue Water, John Erdman's team. So let's see what happens. All right, last minute rules changes going on. Marshals are taking their positions. What's up, Nico? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Um, yeah, we're about to see them go racing. This is digital oxygen system. 8 teams, 3 races each, 3 hours of racing coming up. So should be interesting. First time I've been to an event like this. Looks pretty good so far. So once the race starts, it's 3 hours of racing, I believe. So yeah, marshals are just being ushered in to the right positions right now. A little bit of last minute scramble. Pit guys get in position. So different area of the track. I think we're about to get started.
All right, so we got marshals everywhere.
All right, all marshals are in position. About to go
Now
racing.
remember, the first lap, guys, the first lap is a parade lap, okay?
All right, you heard that. Hopefully, the first lap is a parade lap.
And then it will start, all right?
Hey, Greg, I'm sorry about that. Restarted the
All right,
stream
here we go,
because
guys,
we're
here
having
we go.
issues.
Get a countdown.
All right, here we go. Countdown's starting. And they're off. Joe is using all his personality. Who is starting driver for Can-Am? Starting driver for Can-Am is Vince Messina, starting us off. Yeah. What brand of car they're running? I believe it was any Can-Am car, Thunderslot, NSR, MR slot car. So right now, I believe we have about 3 908s. We have a 512 from Thunderslot. We got two Shadows from MMR slot car. Uh, one is uh, one is repainted lime green, and the other one, I don't know if the second Shadow is on there. I saw it in practice yesterday, but yeah, uh, yeah, we have a different, we have a pretty good mix of cars. The really cool thing was there was no doubling up on livery, so it was really weird. Nobody was given any kind of like um, what can I say? Nobody was told what livery we were bringing, but it just so happens that everyone showed up here at this race with a completely different livery. Even though we had the same 908s around the track, so that was kind of really cool to see. So a little bit of infield action here. So that's the kink that comes out to the center. Um, Pretty long track. Let me know if you have any questions as we're running. Um, I'm a one-man show. I don't normally do this, so just trying to cover the event. If there's anything that you guys want to know or anything you want to see, let me know. I do have some movable cameras, so we can go check out some stuff um, if you'd like. Marshalling looks more stressful than driving. It's you know what, Jen, it's not that bad. Marshalling actually is not as stressful, especially now because there's only 2 lanes and it doesn't matter which lane you put the car in because it's digital. I think it's more stressful analog because every car has to go on a certain line. Watch out.
Sorry, that was. Yeah.
Question. Same motor on all cars, same tires for all cars. Yeah, so Nico, what the way it was here, we got tires when we checked in the cars. Everyone got to choose from 2 different sets. You could either get the Thunderslot tires or the NSR tires.
I can't. I gotta go to that screen to do the penalty. Right? To stop the race to do it?
All right. and the motors. So I believe all the cars were box stock. So whatever the car came with motor wise is what you're running right now. I do believe that the motors are not all the same. Some cars have faster motors than others. So we're having some rules discussions right now because on how to assign penalties. But hopefully everything gets resolved pretty soon and we're back to racing. Hopefully that answers your question, Nico. If you have any more questions, let me know.
I know, as soon as you were up there long enough, people were losing what they were doing.
Yeah, Greg, correct. Yeah, specs are on the professional motor page.
Let me see what that's. Is there a way I can get that screen to the side? No, you're not doing
Go Vince Messina. Yes. So right now, if we look at the standings, oh, they're looking at that. So we got Blue Water ahead. Then we got Root, Cincy, Tri-State, Can-Am. So we've completed 5 laps, I believe. I'm not too sure. Is it 5 or 12? What is that?
Now, well, okay, so where?
See, you gotta know which team.
But that's the stop and go. I gotta click that.
You gotta hit the stop and go. Right.
Oh, position, and then these are laps. So yeah, so right now we see like the top 5. The top 5 are doing 12 laps. We'll see what happens.
You know what? Run the race without it. Run the race. Really? You know what? If nothing else, you keep a tally of how many down you have. If we pause the race, we can take them down to Devitt.
All right. All right, so that's what we'll do. Hey guys, we're gonna make one last minute change. So we are still doing the penalties, but what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna keep a tally, and it'll be cumulative. Okay? You get 3 penalties.
Okay, I'll do that.
Then it's gonna cost you a lap. Fair?
Love being able, yeah, it's good to see the leaderboard when I can. The leaderboard is on screen as well here. It's a bit small. It's hard to see, but I'll switch back and forth between the leaderboard, keep you guys as updated as I can be. So I'm not a professional broadcaster. I'm missing like the magnetic racing guys, but I'll do my best. What does the red warning mean?
I got one on the
red
board right
warning.
now, guys.
Let's see.
Team
Where are
6
we?
has one
Let's go
penalty
back to
on the
this.
board.
So we can talk about the warning. Warning means that either there's a penalty that needs to be assessed to that car, which is what was being discussed right now because they didn't understand how they were going to assess the penalties. At some point, I'll get Oliver here or someone to explain how that's happening. Hey, Joe, could you come and explain how the penalties are being run? And because right now we have a warning going on for Grooved. What's that about?
Yeah, so what's happening is, unfortunately, when Oliver has to assign a penalty, so a penalty is anybody who has rammed or run into.
Now, let me just try something. Hold on.
All right.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. All right, let me just explain the penalties real quick. What's happening now is that when Oliver has to bring up the penalty box or the penalty screen, then it's kind of covering a bit of the information. So we're just trying to organize how the penalties will come up. You can get a penalty by either one, whether it's coming up behind somebody and ramming them off the road, or being a little bit too aggressive, or switching it to somebody, unintentionally. You will get a 1 lap penalty and a 5-second in the pit, and we're trying to do it. And Oliver's just trying to fix it that the screen does not block the information for the other drivers. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe.
No problem.
Joe will be stepping in and out. He's marshalling right now. So one of the questions that came up was, is marshalling stressful?
You don't want to break anybody's car. With digital, you just got to make sure that you're not worried about a specific lane. You just want to put the car down in any lane, so there's no stress of putting the car down. Your biggest stress is to look for oncoming traffic, because the last thing you want to do, and it already happened once, is somebody put a car down and a car came running right back into it from behind. So it's up to the drivers to see that there's an accident and be cautious about it, but at the same time, you're racing, and if you're not paying attention to the marshal, it's normal. You put the car down. So that's really it. You just want to make sure that no one's doing anything on purpose, and you just hope that you pick up a car that works. I think the biggest stress is picking up a car and trying to put it on the track, and it's just not connecting. Then you might feel that pressure of making, not ruining someone else's not ruining someone else's car or losing them time on purpose, but it's not your fault. I mean, this is just all part of marshaling. Your job is just to put the cars back on the track as quickly and safely as you can. Really, I mean, there's no there's no real trick to it.
All right, cool. Good to know. Yeah, hopefully the audio is all good.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for being patient with us. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. I am hearing that some guys are having a lagging. If you are, just refresh the stream.
I actually restarted the stream altogether, and I downsampled it, so we're much better now, I think. The initial stream just had a lot of buffering issues. I think because it went down, then we came back up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's being patient.
Absolutely. I'm also like, this is our first time. Like, it's not like I do these kind of things all the time, but we're trying to work out the kinks.
Sunday slot cars, yes, losing a lap is hard, for sure. But you have to go into the pit anyways for 5 seconds, so you're going to lose that lap anyway. Okay, I got to go back.
So Joe's going back to marshalling. He'll be back at some point. Thank you, Bryce. No lag now. Yep. Yeah, we had issues in the beginning. I'm really sorry about that, guys. But we're back up and running. See what happens. Yeah, setting up a live stream like this can be quite crazy because now you can understand running. I'm running some wireless cameras here as well for the first time, so I wasn't too sure how they would run. So we're trying to do our best here.
Go, go, go.
So then back to racing.
Okay, I put the stop and go up on 6.
I almost feel like we should zoom in with this one. Raul, we all appreciate it. Oh, thank you. No problems. Thanks a lot, Jen. Maybe we should zoom in here a bit. Just capture more of the track here. Trying to give you guys the best experience. The track is very wide, so my camera is struggling with this. But I get you as close to the action as I possibly can. Yeah, the infield here is all technical. We got some crazy cool camera angles as well to catch some of the crazy turns. Let's see. So this is the back hairpin right there, which we sometimes get to see, and then we're swooping around, coming into the infield here. Yeah, so it's like I said, pretty long track. We have some pretty crazy things happening with the cars as they come through the bends here. Pit lane, that'd be sweet. Zoom in on the pit lane. I don't think I have, because of the driver obstruction, I didn't have a camera on the driver's stand. If I did, I would be able to zoom directly into the pits. Let me see. On the one, maybe we can zoom in on the one here. How far I can zoom in. I can get maybe down into the pit area here. But it's hard because there's so many people waiting to service the pits. I see there's a car that came into the pits right now. It's getting fuel, but it's tough. You can see it's a very long pit lane. And unfortunately, my camera is right behind the driver's station, guys. But yeah, that's the pit entrance right there. Looking down in the pit lane will work. See the car ahead. I'm pulling in and out. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that angle, Greg. The camera that's on the far wall is pretty far back. I guess I could roll it forward. Do it on the fly, guys. Do it on the fly. So we'll see what we can do with that. All right. Pretty clean racing so far. Haven't heard a lot of offs, and then I say that, and then people go off right there. Um, what brand of trap? So right now we're running on polycar. Majority of the track is polycar, but we do have adapters put in. So we're switching in to some. Sorry, majority of the track is Ninco, and we have some polycar switch lanes in certain areas of track. So that's what we're racing on. So we got about 3 penalties assessed here. Yeah, so Ninco does have digital crossovers. Obviously, they don't make Ninco track anymore, but since Professor Moto had so much Ninco track, it was something that we could run.
Team one, stop and go. I think it's team one. You said the green one, right? This? Yeah. Yeah. That's...
Who's that standing? Um, Standing. There's lots of people standing, but I don't know everyone that's here. Unfortunately, Nico. I wish I did. But Joe's sitting right next to the big TV. And yeah, don't have all the answers. Sorry, guys. What's the standings? Oh, that's what he said. So here we go. The leaderboard stands right now. We got Eastside in front. Cincy is second. Blue Water is third. Groove is fourth. Can-Am is fifth. North Edge is sixth. Rookies is seventh. And Tri-State, which is PCM, is in the eighth position. So, hey, Janu, how are you? Janu's just finished the National GT3 Championship. What's up? So quite a few positions have changed. The pit lanes are not busy right now. Missed how the penalties work. So penalties are assigned as follows. If you hit a car and you take it off the track, you're assigned a penalty. Penalty means that you go into the pit lanes and you wait for 5 seconds. You have 3 laps to actually serve the penalty. Otherwise, you get assessed a black flag, which means you get docked some points towards the end of the race. So that's one way of getting a penalty. Second way you get a penalty is by entering the pit lane and driving right the way through it, so without stopping. If you do that, so there is a pit lane and a pit box. There's 4 pit boxes. You have to enter the pit box and stop to get fuel. If you enter the pit lane and you drive right through it, there's no penalty assessed. But if you enter the pit lane, enter a pit box, and exit without stopping, you'll be assessed a penalty. You get 3 laps to serve the penalty. And what that means is you have to go around, come back, get back into the pit box, stop. The moment you stop, you serve your 5-second penalty. you have to exit, drive back around, and enter the pits again and stop to get fuel. So it's kind of a big penalty if you drive through the pit box. If you assess the penalty for pushing someone off the track or hitting, that's I guess by marshal's decision. You get another penalty, which is a 5-second penalty. Once again, you got to drive in, get through pit lane, pick a pit box. There's 4 pit boxes. Stop in the pit box, dead stop, and then you will assess. You will serve your penalty. Hopefully that explained everything. What is the track voltage? I built also why 2 lanes. So this is digital racing, 2 lanes. This is the way they set it up. I believe the track voltage. I'm not too sure. Hey Oliver, what's the track voltage running? We're running 12 volts on track, so that's what I heard from Oliver directly. All right, let's take a look at the standings right now. So we still have Blue Water in the lead since he's second. Oh, Blue Water, I guess, just pitted. Groove has a penalty assessed. East Side, Rookies, North, Can-Am, and Tri-State right now. See, I'll give you another camera angle here. Just placing cameras on the fly. I could. So let's see. I don't know how long we're in right now racing. We're still on first stint. Vince is still driving, so nobody's changed any driver positions yet. Racing's pretty good. It's not been that as much carnage as I thought it would be. Yeah, some marshals. It's tough marshaling. Sometimes you get caught watching other cars, and all of a sudden the car in front of you goes out, and you're not paying attention, and you get hey, everybody yelling across. How long are the driver stints? So it's a 3-hour race. I believe the drivers are gonna run 20-minute stints each. Uh, what cars can I'm driving? So we're running a 908. It's in the Gulf livery with the orange striping. Um, yeah, if you guys want to see what the track looks like, I can switch to the video and run the video, and then we'll come back just to give you guys an idea of what the track feels like. So there is some music to this. So let me just turn this down a bit here. But here we go. I'll play you the video. right, and we're back. Hopefully that gave you guys an idea of what the track is like. I took that video yesterday while we were assembling the track, so yeah, just giving you an idea of what it looks like. So let's check out the standings right now. We have Cincy still in the first position, Grooves, and they have a 5-lap lead right now. Grooves is in second, North is in third, pretty tight. Blue Water's in fourth, Can-Am is in fifth, Rookies is in sixth, Eastside is in seventh, and Tri-State is in the eighth. They're about 11 laps behind. I think they had a problem with their car, so they had to pull it off the track and get some fixes. So hopefully they get back to racing and close the gap.
Mike, rotate this way. We're rotating.
That's Oliver right there shouting instructions.
Mike, rotate this way. Marshall's rotating.
Actually, I am doing this live stream by myself, so it's a little bit daunting because I have nobody next to me to talk to. So I'm trying to keep you guys entertained as much as possible. So if you guys have questions, this helps me out. I can try and answer them as much as possible. Hey Anders, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Let's take a look at Joe. He's now switched positions. He's now manning the infield right there as a marshal. How long have they been running for so far?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, so they've just completed about 20 minutes of racing. Do you guys have any favorites at the moment? Let's see.
All right.
I believe Pete's just doing some pitting. Just cleaning the tires, putting it back down. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Wide shots. I believe they're moving marshal positions, as you can see them creeping up.
It's all right. They're just switching.
Switching, marshaling. There you go. This tighter shot here. It's coming around the front bend before the pit straight. Oh, we had a crash at pit lane. I missed it. I switched too early. Sorry, guys. Nico, I don't know how much digital racing you guys do in Austria. Let us know. This is a little bit different. I've never seen actually racing on 2 lanes. I've always seen like 4-lane digital racing tracks, but so this is the first time I've seen such a big 2-lane track running oxygen. So also this first time I've seen oxygen running. Hey, Slot Journal, thank you. Sorry, guys. That's for the camera there. Let's do one here. Yeah, see you fast. Have a good breakfast. Oxygen works great. Yeah, it does. Um, Very cool system. Have a look at this camera here. I moved this camera so it's closer. Maybe we can zoom into pit lane here and see what that's like. So we get to see. Like I said, there's people standing in the way, so it's difficult. But so that's the pit lane, guys. So you can see the cars coming in and out pit lane there. So we'll leave that there. Am I going to drive? At some point, I guess I will drive. At that point, maybe Joe will take my seat. We are 4-man team, so I am an extra. If I get to run, I get to run. If I don't, we'll see. But I did practice yesterday. The track is cool. I'm having a little bit of a trouble adapting to the SCP2 controller. I don't feel it as much as I do with some of the other controllers I use. So that's been a little bit of a challenge for me. But yeah, it's fun to drive slot cars regardless. I have fun driving them. I don't take myself too seriously when I'm racing. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
If you hear that air horn, it is a penalty, guys.
Let's see the standings. Let's take a look. So right now, got Cincy still in first, 102 laps. So about 6 laps up. Blue Water second, or tied with North, and then Grooves, Can-Am, Rockies, Eastside, and Price 8. So pit lane's busy. You can see some cars in the pit right now. Pretty good racing. The collision. Is that in pit lane? It was. You can do it. Yeah. I have no problems driving, Greg. I love driving slot cars. I don't stress out when I drive them. It's fun to drive these cool cars that you'll never get to drive in real life, miniatures as they are. But it's cool. I enjoy it. As do I think all of us that are on this channel. Slot cars are our passion. If you're watching this, you must be passionate about slot cars. Um, yeah. That's Vince coming off the driver station. So we do have a driver change. Carlos has taken over for Can-Am. Kind of cool. The pit lane's going off a lot right now.
Where's the race time? How long they go? How do you see the race
On the
time?
screen, bottom left corner.
That's Vince marshalling. That's Harry Pepin. Wow, car dropped off the table. Pit lanes are empty right now. Alright, just getting Vince positioned properly. Alright. So we've been running now. I don't know how long we've been running for. So there are about 2,026 minutes left to run. Right now, got Cincy in first, Blue Water in second, North in third, Grooved in fourth, Can-Am in fifth, Tri-State in sixth, East Side in seventh, and Rookies in eighth. So hopefully, see how it pans out. Cars coming off the track right there.
I don't think. Not yet, Ron.
Some cars in pit lane right now.
Try to go in again. There you go. See if it registers. There you're in. Now you're in. I think the should be slotting.
It's a pretty long pit lane. Hard to get detailed.
I'm Bob.
Rookie's got a black flag.
Rookie's got black flag.
7, you got a pit at some point. You had a black flag. I go by the numbers they tell me, you know?
So far, so good. You guys like the Can-Am cars? I like GT cars myself, GT3 cars. That's my favorite kind of genre. And the hypercars, new hypercars make me excited. But I've been collecting 124s now, so a lot of the 124s, the scale autos are really cool, and the hypercars are really cool. I'm trying to fill air here and talk, so if you guys got any more questions, want to talk about something, let me know. Otherwise, just me and you hanging out, watching a race. Almost think we could make this. See if we can make this a bit bigger. There you go. 124 BRM, check them out. Yeah, actually Oliver is supposed to put aside the new Porsches. I really like them. I like both of them.
Flag. All right, team 2, you got to get a pit again, remember.
It's pretty tight out there. Since he's got a good lead right now, about 7 laps ahead. Blue Water, North. They're pretty tight, neck and neck. Can-Am and Tri-State are neck and neck as well, and East Side. And the rookies have been taking a couple of penalties. 917K is really nice. I believe I have a 917. I have a couple of them actually from BRM. What are the lap times? Lap times, I believe they're about 6-second laps, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Can I see that on the screen? Oh, they're 12-second laps, I think. Not too sure, guys. Can I blow this up? I don't know. Yeah, I think they're about 12-second laps, like 12 seconds, 12.7. I'm not too sure. Tri-State running better, yep, 100%. Hey Garth, how are you? Thank you. Ooh, we had some accidents. This is some heat going on right here. Pits are got a car. The pits coming out. You can see the pits get pretty tight, pretty busy. Best lap is far right corner. You're correct. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, that's me right here, down there. Sorry, I just waved at the camera. I'm pretty far away from this camera that's looking down this direction. But the wireless systems, the video wireless systems are holding on, so that's good.
In 1 minute. No, 20. I mean, I didn't start my.
Oh yeah, Joe is driving right now. Vince is out. They have. Driver change. Yeah, I don't have my big screens here, so it's a little bit difficult to see some of the driver's times and stuff. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, it's a lot smaller than from on my screen sometimes, so I can't read everything right off. But at least we're streaming and we're having some fun and watching guys race little toy cars around the track. Come on, that's gotta be cool. Big pile up. Yep. This is that front turn just before you get to the pits. That's the lane changer right there that you need to hit so you can get from the outside lane to the inside lane so you can get into the pits. I feel like we should be focused in on this area. It seems to have a lot more crashing going on. Maybe we should get in there, have a look. Lots of crashing going on here. The marshal there is, oh man, I forgot his name. It's Show Me Pete's brother. It will come back to me. But yeah. Yeah, so Joe is in driver's position right now. Let's see, Can-Am is running in 6th. So we got Cincy in 1st, Blue Water in 2nd, North in 3rd, Tri-State in 4th, Grooved in 5th, Can-Am in 6th, Eastside in 7th, and the Rookies in 8th. So Tri-State has moved up. That's really good. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Joe is doing consistent times. Looks like it. Yeah, there's not a lot of spectators here because everyone that's here is actually racing. Either racing, you're marshalling, or you're a pit guy. So there's not a lot of spectators around. So it's not like I can bring anybody else into for interviews right now to kind of get you guys through this. But we'll hang in there. We'll talk. The more questions you ask, the better it is. All right, we had Joe just come into the pits right there. It's pit lane right here. The infield. So where all the action seems to be happening, you can see the cars are pretty tight, running with each other here. So see if Joe can make up some time here because everyone ahead of him is kind of low on fuel. So we'll see what Joe does. This is Joe's time to move up the field if he can. Some system driving will get us there. Anyone know what team Bob Tuna 28 is on? Do you know what team Bob Tuner 28 is on? Yeah, no? Hey, Oliver. Oops. Do you know what team Bob Tuner 28 is on? I'll try and find out for you guys. Do my best, Greg. Oh, the pit's empty. Yep, everyone's got good fuel. Look how tight this area is always tight. So many accidents happening here. Seems to be where all the action is, the infield. Yeah, this area is always the tricky one, I think, on this track. See how Joe does. He's doing really well. He's driving really consistently, so good job.
Hey, Pat, can I borrow you for a second?
Pretty cool seeing them run through their pits.
She's got a list of cars. It might go let you go really quick. She's got a list of the cars and colors. Make a copy of the list of the cars and colors. She's got over by her. She's got a little list that'll have like car number 1, dark blue, whatever.
Who's driving for Tri-State? Right now, driving for Tri-State is Big Mike Oak, Big Oak Speedway. Mike's driving. If you guys could come out and hang out with us when we do this, it's a lot of fun. Having all the YouTubers here, it's just crazy fun, exciting. I like it. I get more of this happening. Big Oak, yes. Big Oak is driving. Correct. Can-Am's in the pits, about to exit. He's out. Team Cincy, probably. Yeah, so Cincy, I think, are the veterans here. They're really, I know if this is Cincy's Lots team or people that come from the Cincy's Lots area, those guys are notorious for good racing or they have a big racing group. I think that's where Marty races as well. So, yeah, I I would expect them to be really good drivers. I appreciate everyone that's watching with me. Um, watch the fuel, so North has to come in, see if he comes into the pits. Should be some action. There you go. One car in the pits right there. Another car into the pits right there. Oh. How do the drivers changes work? So it's pretty simple. All driver changes are done when the car's in the pit. So basically, you pull into the pit and you change drivers, and that's the only time you're allowed to change. You can't stop on track. So yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, oxygen is wireless, but I mean everybody's standing on the driver podium, so you get up onto the podium and you pull into the pit, and then you change drivers, and then the person that changes drivers gets into the spot. All right, we're joined here by Oliver. Oliver is gonna tell us everything about what's happening. What's happening, Oliver?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a tough job out there trying to make sure that you're not flagging somebody unintentionally, and
Yeah.
I think that's the big difference between the major difference between the analog and digital is you got to have the officials, right? Where analog you don't need officials.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Just give me 1 second here. Just gonna get this camera set up. There you go. Sorry about that, Oliver.
No problem. No problem at all.
So, yeah. So tell us why you felt this event was something you needed to run.
Well, so in running digital and specifically this oxygen system for a while, I think there's a large group of digital people, that race out there, whether it's Carrera, Scale Electric. Obviously, oxygen we're a smaller group. I think certainly not the majority, but I think for a big event, this is what you want, so you can have more people, more cars on the track, right? If we can get 14, 15, 20 guys on the track at one time. That makes it a really exciting event. Probably a really chaotic event, I would imagine, based on the 8 cars that we have here.
Yeah, I know.
But and you can have different, like we do today, right? You got different skill levels. You got different, you got different skill levels on the track at one time. But just like in a real race, right? Not everybody is, Max Verstappen, right? Like
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
you got to negotiate around the slower drivers and work with fuel strategy and stuff. So I think it adds another element, I think, to it a little bit. Me and John were talking. I think maybe some of the RC guys would really dig it, right? Because that's essentially where you're at with RC stuff. You're passing guys, and you don't have a slot, right? So, might be an opportunity to get some more young people in, get more RC guys in. I think the digital is good for that. I really do. Sometimes I think we get kind of caught up in what we've done for a long time. Since I was a kid, we always ran analog, right? So I think that's one thing that. It was a difficult change, to think, okay, hey, now I got to look for a lane change in the track, and now I got to worry about passing people. So it is a little bit more involved, but once you get used to it, I think it's more enjoyable once you get used to it. But it's a different pace, right? You can't just go crazy like you. You're not always trying to set your best lap every lap, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll end up running into somebody and catching a penalty. So it's a little different race, right? You got to pace it out differently. You got to react differently to the drivers on the track. You got to do things a little bit different than you would in an analog. And in analog, you're still paying attention to guys next to you because otherwise they're nerfing you off. But,
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you, and I waited for this opportunity, was how do you come up with the track designs? Like, what is your concept when you're doing that?
So the whole thing, right, coming from Woodslot, and the reason why we're doing Can-Am and vintage 60s was actually a play off of Woodstock, right?
Okay.
So I took Woodstock's logo, put a controller in their hand, and kind of played off that idea where that was kind of a big thing in the 60s. These are Can-Am 60s cars. So we're racing right now on a track was largely designed to try and mimic the road course they ran in MIS,
Okay.
right? So back in the 60s in MIS, they ran a road course, I guess. I wasn't around then, but I was looking it up online. And this is kind of the configuration. Obviously, it's not an exact replica, but it shares a lot of the same characteristics of it. So
Yeah.
so I kind of, that's how I kind of come up with it, right? I kind of try to come up with a decade or a theme to the race as far as when the race took place, where it might have taken place at, so I can try and create a track that would be similar to where those guys, would have raced at, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I know when we're putting it together, we kind of made it wider and longer and everything else.
Yeah,
but
there's a few changes, a few
But
last minute changes that came in.
yeah,
for sure.
but I thought that was really cool. It came out to be a really big, substantial track, but it's really fun to drive, so that's great. And then, obviously, this is the first time you're running a team digital event.
Well, yeah, so we did, and we're going to do it again, right?
Yeah.
But we started with a Carrera event back last summer at the Gilmore Car Museum, and we are going to do that Carrera event again because I do want to. And the other thing I do want to do too is I want to have, this is no magnet, but I want to have both magnet and no magnet, and that's where the Carrera race is great because there's a lot of guys with Carrera tracks at home,
Yeah.
and that gets them an opportunity to come out and race. So. Next one I do, I will try and have maybe a magnet and no magnet type race or something.
4-lane Carrera digital race. I'm all for that.
Hey, we can do it. We can definitely do it.
I have 800 feet of track myself, so we can do it.
We'll put it together. We'll put it together.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's so really the whole impetus for the oxygen system was just to get more people on the track at one time, right? Like that was the whole thing of it. So. That's what we really were looking to do is just try and get the maximum number of people racing that we could. So, but certainly I want to hold more Carrera scale electric race events, digital stuff where it's home sets that guys would have run on,
Yeah.
And I really someday, my real dream someday is to have a race like this where we have 16 people, 4 different classes, where just like at Sebring, right? You go watch
Correct.
Sebring, you got GT guys, you got LMP guys, you got hypercars,
Yeah.
I want it all out there, right? Because they make all those cars, and I think that would be a fantastic race to have all of the different brands, all of the different cars on the track at one time.
Let's do it.
I mean, it
We're
would
gonna
be
work
fun.
on it.
All right.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Oscar, so sorry.
hey, I've been called worse, bro. I've been called worse.
I wanted to thank you so much for everything, like you arranging the event space, getting everything set up. It takes a lot of time, effort. I know we had a lot of really good help from a lot of people.
I can't tell you.
But
if not for all these guys, man, I mean, this event doesn't happen. I mean, everybody that's here has contributed in one form or fashion, setting up the track, helping with the oxygen system. I mean, you name it. Everybody here has really, participated in making this event happen. Couldn't do it without you guys, really.
yeah,
I mean,
it's been fun. I think, like I said, if you're a slot car enthusiast and you haven't been down to one of these, it's really just a camaraderie experience. You have a great time racing with people that you know and have something in common. So it's been a great event. Once again, you are Professor Motor. You've been in the family business for a while. You continue to support the hobby in so many different ways. We thank you for that. And when's the next event? What are you planning to do? What's your look forward?
Well, we're gonna put an events page up, I think, so we can start scheduling some of these events ahead of time, right? So we have a scale auto race coming up. There's an NSR race coming up in November. There's the digital race coming up at the Gilmore. We're always working on different things, but I think we'll end up doing two. If this finishes up and goes over well, which so far it's gone pretty well. I think we'll do two big digital events a year.
Okay.
And then we have the big analog events with NSR and with Scale Auto. And we may add other things too. We may add the Mr. Slot car, into the mix as well. So we hope to do that. So and I'm hoping my Canadian friends will have a race where I can, a Can-Am race maybe.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
All right.
We're doing it. I know Joe has talked about the GRL doing a live event for anyone who's in the GRL, and I'm a big supporter of that because that's something that I started. So
it's fantastic. It is fabulous.
And so we're planning to do that, and I know you're a big supporter behind us, so we appreciate that as well. I think the more we do together is as a team it's more exciting. So we're definitely looking forward to more of this great events. Let's see if there's any questions. Best lap time for Joe. There you go. We have some Joe supporters in our chat right now. So well, thank you so much. I won't keep you too long, but if you have anything else you want to add or say, let us know.
Well, I just want to say thanks for you guys doing this for us, streaming it for us, all the people that have come out and helped out. Like I said, I can't thank everybody enough. Putting on this event really takes a village to do it. So, it's a great event, and we have a good time, and I'm just thankful that I'm able to do it.
This is my first time streaming, so I hope I did a good job. But we'll get better.
You're doing a good job. I appreciate
Thank you so much.
I'm going to get back to my official position.
Yeah, all right. Take care. All right, that was Oliver from Professor Motor. Thanks for him taking some time. All right, so where we at? Let's just check the leaderboard right now. We have Cincy still in the lead, 235 laps. North is behind them at 221. Blue Water 219. Can-Am and 215. Not bad. Dro did a really good stint there. Groove is at 210. Rookies is at 208. Tri-State has dropped back to 205. And Eastside is at 204. Oliver is awesome. Yes, he is. Amazing. Let's just go back trackside. Let's see what's happening. So pit lanes are busy. We have some cars in the pits coming out right now. In general, the track has held up really well. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Ripple. You're the best, Jen. Why are you saying I'm the best? Thank you. everybody for support. But you really, Oliver has worked really hard with the team to put this together. It does take a lot of work to put everything together, and there's Mark and his friend, I don't remember his name, that were here since Friday, making sure that all the digital system was running correctly. We had soldering stations, we had things being done. It really is a team effort putting this together. The track is raised on styrofoam as well, and that's all hand cut. So, John Erdman and company were there cutting all the styrofoam, making sure that the track was level. So, all that work was done in a couple of days, and it came together really well. Yesterday there was a swap meet, which I bought my first car of 2026, guys. So I haven't bought a car since last year, and I finally got a car this year. It was the only 124 I found in box, and I got it for a great steal from Professor Motor. So yeah, all in all, good day. All right, how are we going? Let's see. Oh, Pete's got a changeover. Joe's walking around, coming into pits. So Joe is talking to Pete. What did I buy? I bought a Ferrari. I'm not too sure. I think it's a 296, the old school. And here comes Joe. Joe's in the house. Great stint, Joe.
Yeah, thanks. What position are we? I wasn't paying attention.
What position are you right now?
In fourth place.
You are in fourth place.
Okay, that was a pretty great battle with Mike out there. We were trading lanes back and forth. He was passing me, I was passing him. That was really fun, guys. I'm still on this high. The team is fantastic. Vince, Carlos, really hats off. Communication has been great.
Notice how you left me out of it, eh?
Well, you have to race yet. You're communicating, you're doing all this. Actually, are you going to go up? Are you next?
I don't know.
You're due.
We'll see. You really want to drag the team down, eh? By letting me up there.
Dude, you're a great racer. We kind of, you'd be doing us a favor if you jumped on. We got some really great racers here, guys. Phil, Blue Water, Phil Carpenter is on. What team did he say he was on again?
Who?
Phil Carpenter.
He's Groove. So he is in fifth.
When you're
position
racing with
right
Phil
now.
and you're watching his car go around, it is smooth sailing. We've got a team since he's got a Thunderslot that is just super fast.
Is
super
that the
smooth.
Ferrari?
Yeah.
The 512?
We can't catch it at all.
That Ferrari was quick yesterday.
It was quick yesterday, quick today. Our NSR, honestly, with a little bit more sensitivity, to open up the sensitivity a bit, it is pretty fast. And I'm pretty happy with it in the straights. I'm pretty happy with how Vince set up the controller to brake. I enjoy late braking, and I enjoy cars that respond, and that's what's happening. So that's what we're doing. Pete had a great comeback. He went off the track. He got off the track. They had a broken guide. He came back from last and ended up in fourth place at one point. It's fantastic. Just great work. Everyone's kind of learning everything here too. A lot of the marshals are new at this, but they're doing a great job. We got some nice banter back and forth going on. Nothing too crazy. Everyone's being respectful. It's really tight out there, and everyone's slowing down for the traffic and whatnot. So that's really nice. That's nice to see. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when you're doing a good lap and you have to kind of slow down. But that's racing, guys. That's just how it is. I don't know how else to explain the mood.
You're
and the
doing
feel,
a good job. You're doing a good job.
I think everyone's doing a good job.
Yeah. You're explaining it just right. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Ninko track is smooth and bumpy at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's very interesting to race on for sure. You definitely have to tune your car to this track, and now that we know if this is the future moving forward, we're having some issues with some of the lane changing. I think that's our car, depending on how there's only certain lane changers that will work, so we have to use that as a strategy. Luckily, the pit entrance works.
You're in the pits right now.
Yeah,
that's your car right there.
Right there, we got
Carlos
Carlos cleaning.
Doing some cleaning. There you go.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
I think I
Good
forgot
job.
to tell the guys we have to check the braids. Those braids got really dirty. We haven't inspected the car in a bit. But yeah, man. What's the chat saying? How's everyone doing?
Well, the chat's been, we have 21 people watching this live right now.
Did you answer Clearwater's question?
Clearwater's question. So the motors are not the same. No, they're not. So not everyone's running the same motor. Like I said earlier, there's lots of people running different motors. The cars, the only thing that's consistent is the tires. Everyone got either to choose between the Thunderslot or the NSR, right? So that's the only constant. And then everyone is given certain specifications of the cars that you had to follow. But
and the specifications were the only modifications you were allowed were anything that was from that company. So if you chose NSR, you could only upgrade the car or change out parts from NSR. You couldn't start swapping out and Frankensteining the car. You had to use upgraded parts from that manufacturer.
Yeah.
So, we went with NSR. I felt it was more robust. Thunderslots are clearly fast. I'm not sure if they changed out the gearing. We thought about changing out the gearing, but I think the car's handling well. And, honestly, our goal right now is just to end the race with a functioning car, right? So that's just nobody wants a DNF, right? So.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg Gobb, how you doing, man?
Specs Greg's been with us all day right now.
Thank you, Greg Gobb.
Yeah. You can hold the fort. I'm just gonna add another camera angle.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead.
Hey, Nico, how's it going?
You can switch between
those cameras.
1, 2, 3.
You're letting me touch the buttons. This is fantastic. 1, 2, 3. I can't press 4.
So camera 1, 2, camera 1, 2, 3.
Right on. Look at me, I'm touching buttons. Awesome shirt, Joe. Great, consistent lap times. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Nico. Appreciate that. Raul for president. What did I miss? You posted a link. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Greg Gobb's trying to post a link on the thing, but it's probably filtered on your YouTube. Maybe make a moderator. Okay. On the PM homepage, click the... Thanks, Craig. All right. So, that's a good view. Guys, this pit entry, this multi-pit thing, you really have to slow down your car and pay attention to make sure that you can get your car. It's always a benefit if you can get your car in front of your team. It's not necessary, and sometimes by accident you'll just go into the first pit, but you have to slow down in pit lane. You will get a penalty for speeding. I don't know if you guys can hear that now. There's a lot of chatter. These guys are having a great time. We're laughing, we're bantering, keeping it respectful. It's fantastic. I'm liking this gas system. Still trying to learn it. To understand how many more laps we can go, but I think everyone's a little nervous of making sure that they're in the right lane, getting their car in. MB's like, don't touch any buttons. Well, just for that, I'm gonna touch button number 2. What does that do? Oh, we got that corner. What's button number 1? We got that corner. Well, that's pretty good. Who's there? That's Carlos. That's the first corner. Oh, you got pit lane. What's number 3 again? I don't know what's going on here. We got the back side of Carlos, or we got the front side of Carlos? What do you guys want, back or front? Let's do the front side. We are a 3-man team. Okay, Greg's got it. Good stuff, Greg. We are a 3-man team, down to 2, because someone's got to man the live post. But this is super fun. I like that the rule is that there's no rule for how long your pilot can be on the stand, and you change out when you feel like it. So that's good. I was really enjoying racing with Mike there. We got G Money Smackdown. He's gonna do some magic for sure. They're tri-state. So again, Show Me Slot Cars, Big Oak Raceway, and G Money Smackdown are tri-state. Blue Water's doing really good right now. Since he's doing fantastic with 274 laps, right under North H with 259 laps. Blue Water 256. We've got Grooved at 248, Can-Am at 247, and we've got Rookies at 244, Tri-State at 239, and Eastside at 237. Guys, we're all in the 200s. We're all following each other. There's no, insane lag or anything like that. Everyone's doing their best. Everyone's really giving it their all right now. And we'll see probably about the halfway mark, the 1.5 hour mark. We'll see the guys really settling in. that's how it usually goes with these types of races. You get a feel for the car, you get a feel for the track, understanding the pits, and then we're going to see some. I mean, but it was smooth off the front, to be honest. I mean, I was very impressed with everyone's smooth couple of first laps, not too many D slots, and these tires. We chose the NSR tires. We had a choice, like you said before, Thunder Slot and NSR. We ended up choosing the NSR tires because we're running an NSR car. They just fit the wheels a lot better, and they are doing fantastic on this track. A little light cleaning every once in a while really gets it. Really gets the hookup on these tires. Sorry, something was happening in front of me. I was a little distracted. I want to yell at my team right now, but they're good. They're doing good. Not in a bad way. Question: so how much time has passed since the race has started? Do we not have a clock?
It's there. So give me 1 second. I'm back, guys. Let's go. Control 4.
What race management? The race management is PC lap counter.
So right now we have only 1 hour and 43 minutes left to race.
Oh, so we are at the halfway mark. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
These guys are doing really good. I like that R2D2 sound they got going in there. It's fantastic. Oh, an hour and a half has already passed. This is awesome.
Not yet. Well, close.
Well, not yet. We're at 140.
Yeah. There's an hour and 40 left.
Oh, remaining. There's an hour and 40, so we're almost at the halfway mark. Okay.
Yeah.
10 minutes to go before the half an hour mark. I am so proud of my team right now. These guys have come together. We've never raced before. Everyone really who's come out here is showing some great talent, some great racing ethics, and I can't stress that enough. Honestly, this is a really great group of guys to race with. Meeting new people for the first time. So let's see. What's the new camera angle you got for us?
I'm setting it up.
Are you setting it up still? Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna put these headphones on. I feel important.
It feel important. Put the headphones on. Oh.
There's Mike. Wait. Oh, okay. I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go fix the car.
All right. So we've lost Joe. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get a new camera angle here on the fly. You know, trying to do some stuff. So I'm going to let you watch the race for a second here while you can set that up. Also how to see oxygen events in the States. Yeah. I'm trying to get you that pit lane camera, Greg. See if I can. Okay. Let's see this new camera angle. Let's duplicate this. Go here. Let's see if we can. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Doing this on the fly. And source. Camera can be. There you go. Look at that. So you can see the pit lane straight down from this camera angle. Hopefully that's a good camera angle. question. Raul told us that he bought all at the swap meet. Joe, what did you? Oh, I'll leave Joe to answer that question. Ripple, I'm not gonna step into that one. I think he's been good actually. Um, I would say that he's been good.
Everyone's good, or?
Saying they're good.
What happened? Joe's back.
So we had a tire come off the car. Wasn't seated properly. Carlos, I love this guy, Mr. Speedy Gonzalez himself. Within his first stint, managed to get 2 penalties for speeding and bumping, and that's fine. I
So
think
this is a new camera angle.
oh, nice.
We have.
That's a nice entry point.
So I have, yeah. So
anyways, yeah. So our car, we just had to fix it, and someone had told us that Mike from Big Oak had told us one of our wheels was not on properly. So we had to. You guys saw. Raul probably managed to get that. We had to go into the pit. You can only work on your car unless it's not running at all. You have to go into the pit in order for you to pick up your car anywhere and fix anything. So I informed Carlos of the issue, and we changed spots, and he fixed it. It looks like he fixed it because the car is not bouncing all over the place anymore.
yeah,
It's
I
fun.
know
This is
Greg
so
is not
fun.
the angle you want, but let me tell you, like for me to get the angle of the opposite pit, I only have the wireless camera and it's really high up there, so I can't bring it down. But we try and get you the best angles that I can. So this angle is pretty good, I think. It gets you to see the pit lane, not in the right way, but I think it's pretty good. Right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm here all excited about the race, and this guy's talking
I
about
got
his
a-
camera angles.
yeah,
But they're fantastic.
pit lane
honestly,
angles. Right there. I got both sides of the pit
I should
for
take
you.
one of these wireless monitors here and bring it with me.
To what?
Well, while
They're
I'm
not
marshalling.
wireless monitors. What are you talking
They're
about?
not wireless monitors. What kind of garbage setup is this?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Greg God. Totally understood. Question. Raul told us what he bought at the swap meet. Joe, what about you? Okay, we're racing right now. We're not talking about budgets or money. All the money is into this race. So, yeah, Ripple, that's an invalid question.
Whoever is talking and explaining stuff is muffled and can barely be heard. Ooh. Is that you,
Is
Joe?
that me? You guys can hear me?
Probably.
Oh, 'cause
You're
I'm
mute.
on mute.
You're muted. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
check the mic. There you
Oh,
go.
sorry, I didn't know you muted me. All right, so I got to replay everything all over again?
You gotta start from the top.
All right, where to begin? Okay, so basically I left.
Your tire came off. That's
yeah,
what you started
Yeah,
with.
basically. Yeah, I had to leave abruptly because Mike from Big Oak did us a favor and said that I had a tire off on the car, so I had to inform the Carlos and Vince to pit. So Carlos took care of the pitting, and basically in this rule is you cannot touch your car unless it's completely dead on the track. You must bring it into the pit in order to do anything to it, which I think is a fantastic rule, and that's what we had to do. So I informed Carlos of a loose tire, and that happens because these tires are given to us at the beginning of the race. We're not allowed to glue them, so that will happen. Carlos did a fantastic job. The car started smoothing out. And yeah, now we're back on track. And I was just bugging Raul about his camera angles. He's talking about camera angles, and I'm talking about how exciting this race is.
And yeah,
Did it
and we're
work?
and now we have Joe speaking very loudly into the mic. But that's because he forgot that when he leaves, I mute the mic so that we don't get extra audio in. And then when he comes back, he doesn't unmute his mic. So there you go. Anyway, sounds better now. Yeah, it is. So you've actually cleared that up. Thank you.
No problem, guys.
So, what else is new? How do you feel after you run your stint? Are you going for another stint? At
Oh,
what
yeah,
time are you
I
going?
love this stuff. I told the guys, you're going to have to tell me when to get off because I would do a full 2 hours on this, 100%. But luckily I had to get off because, I did have to go to the men's room.
Oh,
So
God.
that
We
kinda
don't
helped.
need to know about these things.
A lot of coffee.
Uh,
A lot of coffee.
yeah, this is Joe speaking right here,
Where's the
not
camera?
me. Yeah.
And I'd like to personally thank Greg Gobb too for helping the team out in the beginning while I was having an issue with the chip, understanding the PDF a little bit, and he helped us work out that issue, guys. Greg Gobb and what I was saying before, the Chicago boys, Mark. We're lovingly calling them the Chicago boys. Can we get a camera angle of Mark? He's right there. in the left.
What do you think this is? Like auto?
Yeah. Fix it
you
with all
just
these cameras.
point
Let's
at
go.
something
Point and
and
shoot.
fix
Point and
it?
shoot. Point and
Yeah.
shoot. Mark has done a fantastic job helping us out, along with Oliver, getting all this set up and fixing all the any issues that were coming up. And there wasn't much. I mean, the only thing that I think is out of trying and testing new is using polycar switch lanes. And there is one that is not working with our car specifically. So the strategy has been to just understand where and when we can switch. So that to me right now, and that's really stretching it, is a little bit of the only issue we can see. But this track is running smooth. The system's catching all the laps properly. The fueling is almost instantaneous. It's really good. Digital guys at home would be right at home with this.
Nico says the only reason you're fast is because of the hoodie you're wearing.
Yeah, this hoodie is a fast maker.
Let's
Makes
make
you
sure
more
that
fast.
everyone can see.
Guys, this is my lucky hoodie,
There you
no
go.
matter what, because this is, any race I do.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, that's Nico's brand, by the way. If you want
Slot
one
car
of these
dude.
hoodies and you want to race fast, get one of them from Nico. That's Slot
Slot
Car
car
Dude. Lots of penalties or something. Why is there all these red flags? Like,
Oh no, those are. So I find that the gas warning comes
Yeah.
on a little early. Like I would want to gas, but I guess
so
that's how it.
This is just gas warnings,
Yeah.
like going up.
The warning is just your
when,
fuel.
And when you get a penalty, how do you know?
So when you're gonna get a penalty, you'll see a black flag, and then you'll have a stop sign that'll come up. So you have 3 laps. You have 3 laps to get into the pit to serve your 5-second penalty. If not, it's another lost lap.
Yeah. Pit lane's busy right now. You got Pete there
I
doing
like
his
this
pit.
angle. This is a good angle.
Yeah, we got
I am very.
stay on this
I'm
angle for a
going
bit.
to be honest. I'm really enjoying the NSR and how it feels, especially on this track.
Yeah.
Raul definitely helped last night with some tuning tips. We got the car running a little flatter. It's a bit of a bird's nest in there with the wires. I was a little OCD with the quick connects from Slot It. But I'll do better next time, for sure. It was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah.
So right now we have Cincy with 324, North H with 303, Blue Water 302, Grooved 292, Can-Am 289, Rookies 287, Eastside 282, and Tri-State at 280. These guys are getting faster, but we'll catch up with that gap. This is what I'm liking. There's not too much. There's not too much discrepancy. People, there's definitely a midfield battle, which I like seeing every time I look. There's teams moving up and down.
So one thing that has been asked a bunch of times was visibility from the driver's station to the back of the track. How do you find it?
The visibility is good. Okay, I like how we're using these extra long, extra tall risers. I think the distance is at its max for the farthest corner.
Yeah.
Which on your screen right now will be all the way to the left, where you see the gentleman in the blue shirt. That is the furthest corner. And right now, because of the guardrails, you kind of just see your car through it, but just enough. But the guardrails are very necessary because the last thing we want is a car to fall on the floor. That would just be detrimental. And the guardrails are holding up pretty nice. And the Professor Motor jersey barriers, I believe they're called, with the fencing, and they're doing a great job.
So that's the furthest corner right there.
Yes,
we
sir.
just caught a car going off.
There you
But
go,
that's
yeah.
the furthest corner of the track right there.
So that's where you're going to get the most crashes because you're trying to negotiate. You're coming out of that little technical section there, a little S-curve technical section, and then that's your first straight out of that. So everyone's initial instinct is they want to gun it into that corner and try to whip around. But that's an R1. That's a hard R1 corner. And
we have a question here from Arity Gaming. The cars are a bit tiny to be seen as they fly across. Are there specific class type of car, or you bring your best endurance car? So the way it is, this is a historical racing event. So they are Can-Am cars. The class is a 1/32nd scale. We race either 1/32nd or 1/24 in slot car racing normally. So this is a 1/32nd scale. Can-Am style car. So that's what you're seeing on the track right now. They do move pretty fast. They are small little cars with a lot of power in them, but they're absolute fun to drive, and the controllers have the ability to adjust your braking, your acceleration, your curves, etc. So it gets pretty technical. Also, the cars in this situation have a box stock, except they have modified tires, and they do have the oxygen chip put in so they can race digitally.
Yes, that's exactly right. Oliver wanted to do that era of cars, so he put out a list of all the cars that were available, and I'm really enjoying the fact that he left it open and said you can choose from slot it, MR slot car, NSR, Thunder slot. I think those are the four that he chose, and just pick the car that you think as long as it's within that category in that class. So I thought that was great to open up the manufacturing, not just to make it specific, so you have a variety of people racing the cars that they're comfortable with. So I think for an event like this, I think it's great. Open brand racing, I think is something that should be done a bit more often. But with digital, all this stuff can open up. You can have all this and more cars, and you can even run two classes if you wanted to. This is really great, and I can't stress enough. Hats off to the guys who know this system in and out, who can get this set up for us so we can race and enjoy.
Yeah, I know it's Mark. I don't remember his other buddy's name. The two of them were instrumental in getting us up and running today.
Yeah.
And yeah, big
One
thanks.
guy was on the soldering table, and the other guy was, and Mark was just organizing the programming.
And they're very knowledgeable, and they've accepted all of the, all the driver feedback. They accepted, they looked at it, and they helped us out. And I think everyone's having a great time right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely, Greg saying bright colors help. Yeah, I think there was one team that had a black shadow, and they said no, we're going to take that off. I'm really impressed with the paint jobs that these guys have chosen. We've got some green shadows. We've got some. For those of you who don't know, the shadow comes only in black, but we've got some red shadows, green shadows, yellow shadows. Tri-State also just painted their cars because they figured everyone would have the same livery. Ours is super original. All we did was add a 0 next to the 2 because we figured everybody would have a golf livery. We're actually the only team with a golf livery, so the 2P. So instead of, I just put a 0 so in case I went off the track. But we got lucky. No one's racing baby blue, and that's it. We got a Sunoco Lola on the track. We've got a Ferrari Can-Am P30. I believe we've got 2 McLarens running as well. And there are some 908s as well. There's one in a Rothman's livery. And was there another one? No, there was just, we're racing only one other. No, and then there's Phil's team in the Sunoco 908. So we've got 3 NSR 908s running, 1 Thunder slot, Ferrari, 2 slotted McLarens, and 3 Shadows. Or maybe 1 slotted McLaren. I can't really do math, guys. It's not my forte.
There's lots of things that's not Joe's forte, and but he's doing a good job leading this team. And we're having
Vince.
fun.
Okay, Vince is back. Okay. I should probably get in there and get back to marshalling. I'll probably replace somebody.
We'll talk to you later, Joe. Then.
All right.
Have a good day. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Vince.
And that was Joe, and Joe has gone back to marshalling or doing what he does best. I don't know. All right. Where were we? So right now, since he's in the lead, 350 laps. We got North at 327. We got Blue Water at 324. And then we have Grooved at 314. Rookies at 310. Can-Am at 310. Tri-State at 302 and Eastside at 302. So that's the standings right now. There's still quite a bit of racing left to do, about an hour and a half more. So it should be pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. This area always needs a lot of marshalling. You can see everyone ready in the pit lane. Those are the drivers that, those are the guys that run at the pits, and then the drivers are right above them. Let's look at this new angle. Pay attention, Joe. Joe is trying to signal me. I don't know what he's trying to signal me for, but I'm busy. I'm busy, Joe. All right, so we're still back, still racing. Hope everyone's having some fun. Let me know if there's something you want to have questions about or need answers to. Otherwise, we're watching these guys complete their laps as we complete this 3-hour event. I believe we are, let's see, how many? We have about an hour and 22 minutes left to this race. So quite a bit of time. And everybody's moving. Joe Roll is busy playing with his buttons. Best seat in the house. Correct. 100%. I like playing with my buttons. You guys know me. I have more fun with cameras than I do with other things. Should we do the track video again? Just for those who haven't seen it? Why not? Let's go back and run some track video. You guys can take a look at the track. And we're back. So right now we have Cincy in the lead with 376 laps, I believe. Hey, what's up, John Tucci? And then we have North at 350. We have a Blue Water at 347. We have Greenwood at 336 laps. Rookies at 332. Can-Am at 332. Eastside at 326. And Tri-State at 323. Some crashes happening. Little bumping, a little bit of jostling, but nothing major. All cars are still on track. Some cars did have some issues like losing of tires, and we had slots that had broken and been fixed. But not any significant carnage. So long pit straights, as you can see here. Say there's 4 pit boxes that you have to jump into when you need fuel, or if you need a driver change, or need your car to be serviced. You got to pull it into the pit box. Get that happening. If you drive through the pit box, there are penalties assigned. And then you see the fuel warnings turning up on screens, or any of the time you see the red boxes, that means there's a fuel warning for those cars because they have a couple of laps before they run out of fuel. Run out of fuel, you don't get your laps counted, so gotta keep an eye on that. Price did throw out an anchor. You're so mean, Greg. No, they've been having a couple of car issues, but I believe they've been quick on fixing them. At one point, they had to replace their full guide, so that kind of threw them back. But they kind of caught up, and yeah, they're having a few issues. But that's part of racing. It happens. But Pete's driving right now. Look like they're in a good position, so we'll see what happens. Plenty of time for the yeah, exactly. Plenty of time for the shit to hit the fan. That's what Greg Cobb says. Yeah, there's a lot of time in this race still. There's over an hour left of racing, so anything can happen. Cause this is this is there's some racing left. What is your guys' favorite series of car? Let me know in the comments which cars do you guys like racing best? Which cars do you like collecting best? Is there any car that you would like to see in the next race or any type of racing event moving forward? Give us a holler in the chat. Got Joe there cleaning the tires for the car and taking extra long at it. Typical Joe fashion. There we go. Back on track. Classic Trans Am. Yeah, we did have some Trans Ams actually set up yesterday on this collector track. We were supposed to do some mini track racing, but yeah, Trans Ams are cool. Scale Auto GT 124 on foam tires. Yeah, I knew you'd come up with something like that. Like dude. I love Scale Auto. You know, everybody knows that. I think, and yeah, definitely seeing more Scale Auto stuff would be good. BRM. Oh yeah, the new BRM Porsches are amazing. The 124s. I like them a lot. I haven't haven't been able to get my hands on one yet, but it will be something that I'll look into soon. Any 124. I'm totally with you, Maurice. 124s are cool. The more I drive them, the more I love them. Whoa. Some accidents. Cars are in the pits. Yeah, Nico handles great the Porsche. Yeah, looking forward to getting my hands on one. I haven't driven on my track at home since last year. I've been kind of removed from the hobby as I go through work and some health issues, so hoping to get back to it this summer a little bit more. But, that's the way life is. Sometimes we're in and then we're out, but this hobby always brings you back. I think a 4-lane digital track would be really cool. Carrera 124 race or something like that. Um, yeah, that would be really cool. MB, totally agree. What's the standings like right now? Let's have a look. So we have Cincy at 411, North at 383, Blue Water at 381, Groove at 367, Rookies at 366, Can-Am at 361, Eastside at 357, and Tri-State at 350. So, yeah, Can-Am stepping back a bit. Hopefully we'll see how it shakes out. We have 1 hour left of racing. 1 hour, pretty much. In 10 seconds, it'll be 1 hour. There we go. Yeah, next time I do this event, probably do a little bit more team interviews and stuff in between. I think that would make it more exciting. But yeah, let us know too in the comments what you guys think we should do next time for the live streams to make it more exciting. Try to capture as many angles as possible, but can't lug a lot of gear to a location. Right now, I'm running one, two, three, four, five cameras. But it's also hard to get optimal positioning on track because there are people standing around the track, and some of them are taller than others, so it makes it for a challenging situation. But let us know in your terms what we could do better. Always looking for some input. Need an in-car camera. Okay, John. John, if there was a team that allowed me to put a car camera on their car, I would do it. But I don't think they would allow that. So sorry, buddy. I tried to take a good track video for you guys, and I played it a couple of times just to give you a sense of what the track feels like to ride around. But that's I think the best I could do. But yeah, if a team allowed me to put a camera car in, probably. And there's Clearwater saying he's not a fan of that. And actually, I've seen racing cams. It gets pretty disorienting. So
Yeah, come around, come around.
all cars mandatory cameras. Some close racing on that lap. Yep. So some good racing happening, for sure. So car cameras are good in shot things, but I agree it would cause people to shut off the feed. It was more than 30 seconds. It would be horrible if it was picture in picture setup, though. Wouldn't be horrible if it was picture in picture. That's true. Yeah, but I've also done many streams where we have multiple camera angles on the same screen, and I've always found people get distracted or they can't follow the car properly, and it gets annoying. So I don't know. Maybe a picture-in-picture with just one car camera angle might work, but that's something to test out. Yeah, Big Oak is manning the tape. Oh, he was manning the tape. Yeah, he's manning the tape. There he is. Some good racing happening right now. Not a lot of like crashing and stuff, but it's pretty good. Pete and Carlos driving. Yeah, Pete is driving for. Yeah, Pete is driving and Carlos are driving. Yes, they've asked me to come up and drive, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Yeah, more than two cams does get annoying. I think. Um, yeah, two cameras on screen is just about enough. When you have multiple, it gets pretty crazy. I think I mean, one main camera angle and a couple maybe smaller ones is okay, but they can get distracting, I find. Whoa, big accident right there on the home straight towards the end. We didn't catch it. Sorry, guys. Lots of fueling happening right now. You see the cars pulling into the pit soon. There you go. Another car in. All fueling up. Gotta get yourself a 10-second auto rewind. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I haven't figured out that system yet. I'm not running OBS. I know OBS has rewind. Ecamm does not. I'm running Ecamm on this. Question: what are your thoughts about the controller? All right, here we go. So, I'm not a big fan of the SCP-2 controller. Um, I feel very disconnected. This is a weird thing. I feel disconnected from the car. It could also be that I haven't played around a lot with it, but so far my experience with it has not been like an exciting experience. That's just my own personal opinion, but I believe that's probably because I haven't driven enough laps with it to really get the feel for it. Sue Fast, welcome back. Um, are you running out of voice? No, I'm not. I see Can-Am is at the top of the field. Nope, we have had two driver changes so far. Right now, the standings are, as you can see here, we have Cincy at 452 laps, North at 420, Blue Water at 415, Grooved at 403, Rookies at 403, Can-Am is 395, East Side is at 390, and Tri State is 380. So yeah, we're a bit behind. We do have almost an hour of racing left. So, you know, I'm just gonna call it till the end. There's so much racing left to do. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. You were using a control on the yes. So I don't know the exact name. I think Joe has just bought this controller. It's the Scale Auto controller. That controller is like driving with a cheat code, in my opinion. It was so responsive. It's got curves right on it. I fall in love with it, and I probably will purchase one because I think I don't know. It's just for myself and for my style. It just seems to work. I don't remember the name. Let me find out from Oliver. Hey, Oliver, what was the name of the controller that you bought? That Joe bought? The one with the four knobs at the top, the Scale Auto one.
Oh, scale up.
DLP or? Oh yeah, so it's the PHN one controller that Joe bought, and I was at John Erdman's and he was running. He had one of those. Um, PNH01. Yeah, that's the one, Nico. I love that controller. I run Defalcos most of the time when I'm running analog, and I love my Ramjet for Carrera. I have a long corded Ramjet controller when I run at home, which I absolutely adore. Um, but yeah, that this controller is PHN01 is amazing. As far as I'm concerned, for my driving style, I thought it was really cool and it was really responsive. For some reason, the SCP2, I just feel disconnected from the track. So, yeah, but I think you have to run more with the oxygen system. This is our first time running oxygen system. I never really get bogged down by, oh, this controller is not good because, you know, I haven't run with it enough to say whether it's good or not good. I just feel that right now I don't have a feeling with it with the SCP2 controller, but you never know. Um, you always got to give a couple of chances before you make that decision. So we just got a driver change. We got Joe back on the driving block. Let's see, and I see Carlos making some cleaning the tires. Let's see what happens. Joe's gonna come out of pits, and there we go. He's racing again. Yeah, I love the Ramjet Clearwater. I've had really good, like for my career track, is my favorite controller. I do love the True Speeds as well. I have a bunch of those. Corded on my track, I run corded because of my video broadcast systems. They just interfere with the wireless controllers a lot. But yeah, that's what I run at home. I really like it. What's up, Big Oak?
What's up, man? Terrible.
Terrible.
We got our capacitor fell off
Oh no.
about 3 stints ago, and now we're just traffic.
Now you're just traffic. So you heard that from Big Oak. Their capacitor has dropped off the car, so they're not running at full capacity. So that's Tri-State Racing for you guys. That's Show Me Pete, Big Oak, and Pete's brother, which I've forgotten his name, and I should remember it, but I don't right now. But yeah. hope you guys are enjoying this live stream. It is fun to bring this all over to you, everybody at home. Um, but I encourage everyone to come out and join the fun. Um, this is happening in Michigan, so if at the east coast of the states and in Canada, like I'm from Toronto, Joe's from Montreal. It's a fun time. Come on down, join in the fun. We're planning to do more and more of these events, so hopefully you guys come out and meet with us in person. Quickest lap times for quickest lap time for Joe at the moment. Yeah, Joe's become a really good driver. Like they say, the more you practice, the better you get. So Joe's really come a long way. Thanks to Ripple for all that pushing. You out? All right, we're joined by Show Me Stock Cars. Pete is in the house.
Hey, everybody.
When am I driving, Ripple? I have no idea. Something has just happened. The track is shut off. Oh, panic ensues. Panic ensues.
We had a couple of pretty epic crashes, and as a result, the capacitor on our digital chip went flying off, and we can't get it back on. So we have very minimal speed. Not all of our pits count, and not all of our laps are counting. So
we're back up and running. So, I mean, other than that, you guys were driving really well.
We were doing great. We had a big epic crash at the beginning where the guide came out. We recovered really well by going slow and steady, conserving fuel, and then we got wrecked bad one more time, and that sent the capacitor flying, and we've been basically just traffic since.
Yeah.
But the other two guys were asking me like, "Oh, should we just pull it?" And I was like, "Well, what are we gonna do?"
Just drive.
It's still going. We're still getting gas. If it ever stops getting gas or stop counting laps, then we'll pull the car. But for now, we're having a good time. It's a bummer. We had a good fuel strategy. It was working. But one too many launches in the air.
Yeah. Thank you, Slot Journal. Appreciate it. It's not fun doing it a live stream by yourself, but we get by.
I saw you over here, and I was like, well, we're just doing a Sunday stroll around the track anyway. I'll go chill over a little while.
Yeah, it's fun. So we got like a whole bunch of camera angles right now, working here. So I've been setting up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then we have this one as well, catching the front lane.
Yeah, sorry, MB, we let you down a little bit, buddy. Well, it happens. Racing. Yeah. It's racing. But yeah, there's a couple of shadows out there. There's a red one and there's a green one, and those things
smoking and the shuffling.
Yeah, and they just have this big old scoop on the front. So if they get behind you and you slow down too fast, you just go up in the air. And when you go up in the air and land on your roof,
that's right.
Sometimes that capacitor just comes popping right out. I went down to the pit, when we were rotating, and I looked down on the ground. I'm like, oh, that's weird. What's that piece of plastic? I pick it up, and I'm like, oh, shoot, that's somebody's capacitor. And I look at it closer, and it's got red paint on the top. And I'm like, oh, I'll put red paint on the top of ours. No. So, it happens. Rubbin's racing.
That happens. That's what racing is all about.
Right. These Cincy guys, they are something else.
Yeah, but they're running at 512, right? Thunder slot?
Yeah. And they swapped out the wheels because the other ones with the tires that were given were rubbing on the track. So they said, no, you can't do that. And they swapped out their rims so that the tire will fit and it's not rubbing. And they got
smoking.
Dialed. They are just rolling. It's fun to watch.
But that car is also very I mean, Can-Am cars are low,
Yeah.
but
That
cars are
was-
like a little bit lower.
Lower than low, yeah.
like you can definitely see there's a difference in height there.
Yeah.
So they're
And
more
just-
aerodynamic in nature, I guess.
They're just they're super consistent. They're being polite too. Like I mean, they're going way faster than us, and they change lanes, go around us, no issues.
Yeah. But I also believe that they've been running the oxygen system a lot
That's
more
what I've
than
heard.
we have.
That's what
So
I've heard.
there's a lot of like there's different levels to the teams. There's
Yeah.
newbies, and then there's people that run oxygen before that are very comfortable. I myself am having a hard time with the SCP controller. Like I said, I have that
Weird, yeah.
disconnected feel to
Yeah.
it, and then the buttons are all over the place, like the double. Like so,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, there's a lot to get used to in a very brief period of
Yeah.
time before you go racing. So yeah, it will only get better.
Yeah.
The next time you get better.
I'll,
and then
I'll absolutely do it again.
Yeah.
Absolutely do it again. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, that's this track in its entirety. It's about 24 feet by 24 feet in square foot in a square area, and if you're a driver, you're about 30 feet from the back of the track. So it's a lot of distance to look at, and the cars move quickly, and there's a lot of barriers in the way, and it can get a little bit hairy.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of cars.
that like first half an hour, the race marshals who were putting up the penalty markers,
Yeah.
those things were flying up. She's like putting two at a time in that first half hour, and then it started calming down, and now it's like maybe every like 15 minutes, and everybody up there is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Where everybody, at the beginning we were all, I got heated. Hopefully the mics weren't on me. I said some language probably shouldn't have, but it happens. Stuff happens. Nobody's wrecking each other on purpose, and now everybody's kind of got the groove. They know what's up.
Yeah. Well, like everyone's having fun in the end.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I know there was some ruffled feathers here and there, but everyone's kind of calmed down and everyone's having some fun now. And that's the way it is. Racing is this. You start to settle into a groove, and then you start to get.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes, everybody thinks they're gonna win, and then as it starts to settle out and level out, it was like, okay, now I'm shooting for not last, or now I'm shooting for middle of the pack, and then everybody's like, okay, let's just get the car through the race. And yeah. Unfortunately, we had to do that earlier than we wanted, but.
Hey man, when I went out to the Western Nationals,
Yeah.
so everyone knows I'm notorious for not wanting to race. But when I got there,
Hence,
Carlos,
you're sitting right here.
So when I got there, Carlos was like, "Oh, you have your car,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Cool." So I go there. It's my first time, and it's very like. Let me explain to you. Like, at least here, there's no spectators. But
right.
when
No
I was,
audience.
When I was at Electric Dreams and I was there for the Nationals,
Right.
there's a whole bunch of people sitting on the
Like bleachers?
yeah. So they have a
Oh.
bleachers when you're sitting, and then when you do your qualifying, everybody watches
Everybody's
you,
watching,
right?
yeah.
So you're like, I'm like, I had just got my DeFalco, just got it because I hadn't raced analog before.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm there and I'm like, what did these knobs do? Right? And there was such a lineup for the practice, even though there were set times.
Yeah.
It was just rushed. So
Sure.
I got a new car, a new controller, and I was like, I'm not gonna do well. So anyway, so we started running, and I was actually doing okay. But then at a certain point, I guess the one of the wires from the guide came up,
Oh, yeah.
and I just walked off. I was like, I'm done. I took up my car, walked away, and I was happy. I was fine. But
Yeah.
Carlos was so determined. He put it back together
Yeah.
for me. And then he's like, go race. And he's like, nah. I'm like, no. And then he's like, I'm going to go race for you. And then he went out and raced for me.
Did it
and
for
he,
you?
And he had the fastest lap, but came up under my name. And everyone thought that I had put the fastest lap in. And I had to explain to everyone that wasn't me. I never did that.
Not it.
Not it. But the next time I did the Eastern Nationals, way calmer, I was more experienced. I had a great time. I also like racing plastic track a lot more than I do wood track. So,
Oh, sure.
it made it for a better experience.
Yeah, just,
And then-
it's just you're used to it. It's
and
funny
then-
because I can tell a lot of the guys just standing on the driver's station, hear people chattering. I can tell a lot of these guys are not used to plastic track because they're like, "That's got a bump. That's got a bump in it." I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
plastic track." Like, and you we're what, over 2 hours in? What do we got left? I don't know.
We have less than
an hour.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, it's that same corner. It's that same corner." I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, we're what, 400 laps in for almost everybody. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
You figured out, slow down on that corner, but you know, it's tempting. It's tempting if you're in the heat. You know, if you're in the hunt, to just keep pushing.
Yeah, like I said, the track is huge. Lots of little, like a lot of 90-degree turns,
Yeah.
right? But you know, it's fun.
And there's
Hey
that one
Marty, what's
spot
happening?
right in front. I don't know what
We have Marty in the house. What's happening, Marty?
you guys can kind of see me. If you look kind of right where the white and the blue shirt are, those guys right in front of that blue shirt, you can kind of see it's a little S. But I think
Oh,
anybody,
you're talking about this thing here?
yeah, right
Yeah.
there where he just put the car back on. That spot, I think the people who have not marshaled that corner
Yeah.
don't realize that it's actually a squiggly S, because
Yeah.
from up on the driver's stand, it looks just like a kink.
Yeah.
Straight. And they're like, "I think there's a bump in the track." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's bump left to right. It's a squiggly."
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to, I'll tell you a couple of things that caught me out. Well, we'll use this camera anyway. So if I rotate this camera this way, so
Look
you
at
see
that.
this front straight. This you're coming down the back straight here, and then come down.
Yeah.
This little S here
Yeah, it's
is
tough one.
deceptive.
Yep.
Because you don't realize how fast you can go through that.
Yeah.
But you can actually go pretty fast through
Hammer.
it. And then what catches you out, and you won't see it on this camera because there's a battery pack here, but right down at this camera
Yeah.
angle, right behind it, there's a big 90,
degree.
and that throws you off because
Well, it's like 90.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so that's where you really get caught out. But
Yeah, for sure. That's so cool. You're just like moving the cameras around. Look how fancy
yeah,
this is.
all the cameras are remote controlled actually.
That
right here,
is
if I need
that
to.
is wild.
Yeah.
I told Joe when after I was talking to you here earlier, and I walked away, and I was like, "Man, he's so pro. I feel like I'm on ESPN.
I
We're
don't
doing
know
Sports
about
Center."
that. I don't know about that. My
The
first
wide
time
world
doing
of sports.
first time I'm doing one of these.
Well done, dude.
So, we're having fun. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, Cincy folks are representing, and they are showing us how it's done, Marty. They're something else.
so right now we have
Super
about
nice
40
guys, too.
minutes left, and we have Cincy at 518 laps. North is at 482. Blue Water is 477. Rookies at 465. Grooved at 462. Can-Am is at 457. Eastside at 441. And Tri-State at 433. But Tri-State is having some issues with their car. And yeah, but all in all, this is what's happening.
We're
Hope
having
you
a good
guys-
time.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. Yeah, the guys asked me, like, "So, do we pull the car out?" I'm like, what are we going to do? Go walk around the school? Like, I mean, we still got to marshal because we committed to that for the whole race. So, no, let's just,
I
if it's
think
still
just-
counting laps, keep going.
If the car's running, run
Yeah.
it. You know, and if you enjoy, like, the pressure is like when, I don't know, I feel pressure
Yeah.
going up there right
Yeah,
now because
okay.
I'm like, oh, what if I let the team down? Because
Oh.
that's my own thing right now. It's like, oh, like Joe wants me to drive, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to mess up the groove. But anyway,
They're in the groove. They got it down.
yeah, Joe is ready. I think everybody's having fun. That's the main point.
You guys had a tire come off though.
We had a tire come off. I don't know. I've heard things.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I don't know what's happening.
That last time our guide came off, it stripped the wires right out of the guide, and I got them screwed in. And so I had to strip the wire, and it's like just barely long enough. I'm like, one more of those, and we are done. No more electricity going to that chip. But
Yeah.
we're all done.
Yeah, we got like I don't really catch this back corner as much, But let's see. I can actually drop it into this. Yeah, there we go. And this back corner here,
That's a tough one.
that's the one that gets people like
Yeah,
that.
there it is. Perfect timing.
Joe, thank you so much for
Yeah.
doing that. That was
He doesn't even know.
He
Like
doesn't even
clockwork.
Way to go, Joe. Way to go.
And it's really fun because like everybody's like, yeah, it's just a good group of people. There's there was some tension this morning. There was some tension
There was.
yesterday during practice.
Yeah.
But everybody kind of right before race. Also, like I think qualifiers were supposed to start at like 9:30, and they did not.
I'm actually happy it kind of left off because I was setting up cameras and
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I was sweating buckets, and you didn't know this, but the stream went completely down.
Oh, I
And
did
we
not
had to
know that.
start a new stream.
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah.
It's not been a smooth sailing from my end either.
Well, it's
But
live TV.
we've had now about 3 hours of smooth sailing. So
Oh,
I'm
there
really
you go.
happy
Well, so
about
yeah,
that.
you've gotten the whole
Yeah.
whole race at least, right?
Yeah, we lost the first half hour.
Oh,
we
well.
we were on, but it was a problem with my computer. Just decided, hey, we're not gonna do this right now. We slow down.
I got other plans.
Yeah. I need a break. Crashes in that one shot. Yeah.
Yep, perfect timing.
Yeah, we can zoom in with some of these guys. Like we can get really close to the track, so we can see we can catch some like really good crashes.
It was
Look at that.
funny too. Like since it was a little delayed, more delayed than we thought. I think just like all of the nervous energy waking up and getting ready to come here was just like building and building and building and building. And then about 20 minutes in, everybody's like, okay, we get the groove. Like everybody started to figure out the pit because a lot of these folks have never even done digital pits before. And then, digital pits, and even if you have done them before, if you've never done them on oxygen, they're the same but very different. But yeah, it's been good. Good group of people. Very fair with the penalties. I'd love to see what the penalty count is because I think we might be the only team without one.
Oh, really?
I don't know how to see it.
That's a
But
that's a win.
Yeah,
That's a win.
hey,
That's a win.
we'll take
Yeah.
something.
Gotta take a wins wherever you got them.
Yeah. Take them where you can get them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, and everybody's being kind to the marshals. That got a little tense too for a little bit, but I think, like I said, I think everybody's kind of gotten in the groove and realized that, like, okay, this is probably where I'm going to be. I might gain 1 or 2 more spots if I'm lucky, if things go right for me, and yeah, it's just it's much more relaxed. Well, and it might just be because we have 0 chance, so we're relaxed.
No, I think everybody is just relaxed. I think the Cincy guys are so pro. They're like, this is amateur hour. We're just gonna drive our style down.
Yeah, and they, I mean, yeah, they're fun to watch. They are quick drivers. That is a really good car. They're nailing pits. They're doing everything right.
There we go.
Big Oak's in the pit.
Big Oak's in the pit.
Big Oak's in the pit.
There you go. Let's go.
You doing all right? Hopefully he'll just call up Gerard and then I'll get the flag to go over there. But
Yeah.
I thought I'd come hang out with you a while since I
Thanks, man.
haven't seen anybody. I don't want you to be here all lonely. I know how it is doing a stream when you're just talking to the chat for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm
And Lord knows
Trying.
I've never done a 3-hour stream.
I'm trying to not make them fall asleep.
Well, I mean, yeah,
True.
I think it's great you guys are watching. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, love that you're watching, but if you can get to one of these, you should come. It's been a blast.
It is awesome.
And we're all going to have a good time racing some cars tonight, too. So
And John Erdman has been the perfect host. Great guy.
super nice guy.
Yeah.
Really generous.
And if you haven't seen his shed, oh my God.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a camera going tonight over there because it'll probably get a little rowdy over there tonight since there's no more expectations for the weekend after this is done.
Yeah, it should be fun tonight. And yeah, we had a great chili yesterday.
Yeah.
Made by his family, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
That was,
can't say enough about the hospitality we've had.
Junkyard
here.
John and his wife brought us chili last night and cornbread. And what did she call them? I call them pigs in a blanket. She called them weenie rats.
Sunday slot cars. You want to know how long it is before race end? We have 33 minutes to go. So you can see the clock is counting down in the corner there. 33 minutes to go. Fastest laps right now. Wow, we got North at 9:04, and since he did a 7:11.
And I don't know if you see at the bottom there, but Tri-State did a 1.88. We just like teleported.
There you go.
We don't know how that happened.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I don't know.
I want to.
Not worrying about it.
I want to understand this.
Yeah. No. Yeah, because that capacitor is just didn't realize how important it was till it's gone. Because suddenly when we're leaving the pit, it still shows us it's in the pit, and then that next lap doesn't count, and then So our goal, I think, what Mike and I were talking about, is like we're gonna try to stay within 15 laps of the second to last place, and then
Isn't
we'll
the
feel good
second
about
car still chipped up?
it. Yeah, but we didn't tech that one.
Well.
I know, but I didn't want to.
I mean, technically, you're just like, oh, we got.
We should have just dropped it on. It looks the same paint job.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know.
Although that car's not fun to drive.
Let's see. John Slotcar, Man Cave. Yes, John Slotcar, Man Cave, something to be desired.
Yeah, for
That's one
sure.
word for it.
For sure.
I thought I had a pretty cool man cave, but nope.
Yeah, it's next level.
Next level. I don't know how many stock car tracks the guy needs though.
Yeah, and he's getting another one. He's like building a mezzanine onto his second story.
Everywhere you turn, there's a new track, and it's not small tracks.
No,
they're like huge.
Yeah, they're commercial club tracks that he's got.
They're like, how many tracks are we gonna need? In this
And then
place?
last night he's got these couches there, and the big projector he can play movies on, and he just breaks out Anki Overdrive, puts it on the floor, and they're playing with Anki Overdrive, like right in the middle of everything. It's like, this is nuts. The slot cars everywhere, like collectibles everywhere. It's a sight to behold. And he's super generous, super nice guy too. Appreciate it, John. I don't know if he ever watches back, but
oh yeah, he's
around
great.
here
He watches everything too. Like last night, he was throwing up everything, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he put the Saturday morning show on there. And I'm like, I can't listen to myself talk. I don't like to watch it back.
You carry yourself so well, Pete.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys like to listen to me.
Of course we do. What's going on?
It was really fun to do that show with all of us in the same room. It was a good time. Guys racing down below us just doing our thing, shooting the bull, somehow talking about tipping practices at restaurants, talking about exchange rates, all kinds of nonsense we were talking about. But that's usually how it goes.
I have a question for you. How come you won't come to Canada? I've heard the statement.
No, I didn't say that. I never said that. I never said that. I got a passport.
Wait a second. What do you mean? Because we're planning to do something just over the border with Warren and them.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, something digital.
That'd be
Full
cool.
lane, Carrera, digital racing.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to put that together, so hopefully, get it close to the border so you guys can come across and see it.
Yeah.
I think it would be
kind of
cool.
like this, right? That wouldn't take
exactly.
you'd pop right over.
This is this location. If whatever Oliver does, like I'll be here because it's so easy for us to get here.
Yeah.
Especially a lot easier for me than Joe. Joe makes a trek.
Yeah.
It's about I would say about 9 hours for Joe to get here.
Yeah, that's what the drive would have been for me. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, that much gas in the car, like flight, probably cheaper. And sure enough, it was a lot cheaper. I used points for that. So I got lucky. I got to fly. Mike picked me up at the airport. That was good.
Yeah. Looks like a great time. It definitely was. 124? Maybe. We were running Carrera, digital. I don't see why we couldn't do a 124 digital race.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that would be absolutely awesome. And it's Carrera, so you run heats of 6.
Yeah, and you're in, you're out.
Yeah.
Take a break.
And it's easy to run 6-man heats, I think. Yeah. And then the top from every heat will just go into a main draw or whatever it is.
It's funny because I said like, they were talking about, I don't remember what event we were talking about, but I was saying like, oh, if this was only a career race, I don't know if I would come because I can race with 6 people at home. And just being here for this weekend, throw that out the window. No,
Yeah, it's different, right?
absolutely would have come if it was only like. Now that I've come and experienced it and done it, absolutely, hands down, would do it again, even just 6-man heats. Because yeah, it's the race. This 3 hours is a tiny part of the weekend, right?
Yeah. It's like for myself, I think it's all about camaraderie, right?
Yeah.
Like the more, like you said it best. When we met each other, it was like we knew each other for
Yeah.
such a long time. Like when I saw you, it wasn't like, oh,
Yeah.
like this big thing. I was like, hey, it's Pete.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna talk to Pete at some point. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk. And
Yeah.
so it's not like, oh my God, like,
And it's so funny because I even just meeting, like, I've met a handful of other guys over the last year or so in person, and it is like even when somebody sends me like a text and I'm like, oh man, you read my mind. Did we grow up together?
Yeah.
That's but that's how it is when you're passionate about something like this and have fun with it, and then you have other people to talk about it.
It's a
with.
common denominator,
Yeah.
right? Like we know we've got something in common. So
Yeah.
you don't awkwardly stand in the room and say, who would I talk to? Because
Yeah.
you're like, this is easy. I can talk to you about slot cars.
Yeah, there's no real small talk.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
small talk needed. It's
Right.
just like,
Yeah.
we'll talk about this weird little toy car we're gonna race today.
Yeah, so that's how it felt. Even when I went down to LA or anywhere else
Yeah.
I've been, even in UK. It's funny that I keep on saying I've been to UK, been to
yeah,
LA.
isn't that
been
wild?
for-
That's pretty cool.
Like I met people, some of my best friends, like
yeah,
doing this hobby.
yeah, isn't that weird?
Right? And when I first started my channel, I tell you, when I first started my channel, there's 3 people I watched. Was before I started my channel,
Yeah.
was Travis,
Okay.
MP,
Yeah,
and Pete, Track Fans TV.
UKP. Yeah,
Right? And I remember saying to my friends, when I started my channel, I was like, these guys are like my celebrities. If I ever met them, to talk about it 2 years later, not only did I meet Pete, but I actually hosted Track Fans TV when he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
yeah,
To have hung out with MP and have MP come to my house all the time and
Yeah.
just hang out like just friends. That was, in my mind, not possible.
Yeah.
When I started.
Well, when you start, you think that, and then as you get to know people and talk to people more and more, it's just like you said. We saw each other here. We're like, hey man, what's
Yeah,
up?
what's up?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's like we never met in person, but it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. And
How you doing?
It's weird because normally it'd be a big thing, but
Yeah.
because I knew we have a whole weekend, I'm gonna sit down with you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk with you at
Yeah.
some point. I was in no rush to
Yeah.
It was just like chill, and I think that's the big part of it that I really enjoy the most. I think out of everything on the weekend, I mean, this is cool, live streaming and all that.
Yeah.
But just hanging out,
For sure.
eating good food together,
Yeah.
talking about good stuff. You can't say enough about it. And if you haven't experienced it, it's something you need to experience.
For sure, and there's plenty of people here who, like I don't think I ever would have met Phil, but like
Yeah.
Phil's super cool. Now we're buddies. Like I probably would have never met Oliver. Like it wouldn't have come up here unless he was putting on this race. And he's
Great
like,
guy-
hey,
great
Pete, I need you
people.
to do something. I'm like, yeah, whatever,
great
dude.
people.
Yeah, just like super cool. And then like all these other guys that never met, probably never would have met. They race completely different slot cars than I do, or some of us do. So I never would have run into them, in my slot car YouTube tiny chat, with you guys, the guys I do know. So it's kind of cool to branch out, and then also like,
Joe is driving really well. He's gone
hammering it.
about Can-Am up
Look
to
at that.
almost fourth.
Look at that, tied for fourth. Oh,
Yeah.
just behind, just behind.
Yeah.
He's hammering it.
Joe's in the groove.
He's
Yeah.
in the groove.
MB says my passport is ready. Cool, let's do this. 124 Racing Digital. We're gonna make it happen. We've made a promise, Joe and myself and Warren, that before the end of this year, we're gonna have a big event. I think
Up there, across the border?
for sure,
Awesome.
sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, it's not like we don't have the track.
Yeah, you got a little bit of track that you can use. Yeah.
So I think we're good. I love your new track, by the way.
I do.
I
too.
told you about that.
I do too.
That dimensions that you got there,
I
it's
was-
just a sweet spot.
I was super nervous about it, just because like I was cutting down from like, wow, it was almost, it was like 15 by 15 was my old
Yeah.
table, and now this is like, it's like 18 by like 3. It's long
Yeah.
and skinny against the wall, and I was super nervous, but we wanted to make more room in the basement for things other than just my slot car
Yeah.
tracking. You know, kid's getting older. She needs a place to hang out with her friends, do sleepovers, do all that stuff. And so I was really reluctant to do it. But then one day I was just like, you know what? And I did a track similar to that layout. Well, right when I started, it was much smaller. I was like, it just got good flow. And so I put it together, and I put the tables against the wall and laid it out there. And I was like, well, I can marshal everything. You can go against the wall. That opens up so much space. And as a result, Joe called me out on it, and I had enough room to do the GRL track, because that was my
There you
one
go.
thing. I was like, I don't got any room for that. He's like, you got room right there. You just, I had a table that I wasn't using anymore. He's like, yep, you're going right there. So I did it.
So let's talk about your GRL experience.
Uh-oh.
So I was the one that came up
I gotta
with that.
go race. I gotta go race.
I was the one that came up with that. No borders, very small
Yeah.
track, keeping it all super tight.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Your first time driving a GRL race, did you have sweaty palms?
Yeah, it's sweaty palms every time because people are watching you, and
Yeah.
it's like it's not like, you know, some of the other streams you do where you're just like, oh, I'm going to race laps down in my basement. It's like there's no pressure, there's nothing. Like if you de-slot, you put it back on, you go again. Like even when I'm doing the lives for Slot Sync, it's like whatever, you just reset the clock and go again. On that one, you're like just deflated, and that pressure of like knowing that deflation may come is like brutal. But then after those first 2 rounds, did not do well. De-slot a lot. I had a couple of 1 lap entries, like real bad. And then I started realizing, I was like, you know what? Like, just find a
Finish
spot
your 10
on that.
laps.
Yeah, just find a spot on that trigger where you can just hold it at that speed, and it'll make it all 10 laps.
Yeah.
And then we did that. And also, Mike and I were like, I don't like building this track and putting it down every week because I need that space during the week when it's not GRL race night. And then we were like, well, why are we doing that? Like, there's no like set calendar. You don't have, as long as you do it by the end of this month.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So we did 4 in one night for the last 2 rounds, and that was a lot more fun. It was intense, and Mike's wife was going on the live with us doing it, and so we were rotating between the 3 of us, taking little breaks, and it was a blast. Because also the trouble with it is that if you're doing it by yourself and you're on the live and you get set up and you're doing the tech and you're showing the car and you're getting fired up and you start that race and you de-slot in one, that stream's like 7 minutes. And you're like, well, there it goes. Got to break this truck down again. So at least when we did, we had a couple of bad runs there when we did 4 in a night, but it was good enough that, it's like, all right, well, I got another one coming.
So many people don't understand this, but when I started the GRL, no one knew how to live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I had to teach everyone. So everyone who originally started with the GRL, now it's very common.
Yeah.
But when I started, it was hard to get people to live stream. I had to do so much coaxing and get that started. So I totally, and we kept it small and simple. And I like the way Joe's taken it and done whatever he's doing with it. And he's going to make it even bigger and better. But I've always liked that Christmas set appeal.
Yeah.
And it was based on a small set that you could get, no borders, no nothing, just get into it, right? And that was my thing, was that the barrier to entry had to be low to get started.
Yep.
So that's how we started.
Well, a lot of those guys that started streaming when they first started GRL now have YouTube channels and make videos.
Yeah, so like Carlos never had a channel. I think Gene.
Yeah,
Gene had just started.
And he does videos.
There's a whole bunch of people that just started that were part of it. So I'm glad that it's continuing, and you guys are making it bigger and better. But this is where it ends up, on a big race like this, digital racing. This is what we want.
It's funny, halfway through the season, I was like, hey, Mike, I don't know if I'm going to do this next year. Like, I'm not having fun. I'm in, like, dead last, no chance to get anywhere near the top. And then, then you just sort of click, and you're like, You're just like, just get 10 laps. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh, I'm middle of the pack.
There
Like,
you go.
okay. If I just would have done that the whole time, I might be like fighting in the top 4.
Yeah.
and you know, and I think like almost everybody, John Tucci especially, often was like, guys, just get 10 laps.
Yeah,
Just
because
get 10 laps. And everybody, he says, everybody their first season learns that partway through the season, and it's too little too late, but it's still a blast to do. So, yeah, I'll figure out. I'm thinking maybe next year I'll do it in the garage, so I can just leave it up.
Yeah, it's just
in the
fun.
garage, put a space heater out there and just mess with it. That way I don't have to. Because the funny thing I told Joe too is that time frame for that season is also, it's winter, right?
It's
also
long.
when I want to be down in the basement and like working on scenery or, you know, 3D printing stuff or whatever. And so that table that I use to build a lot of that stuff has a GRL track on it when I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
but that's,
So,
I think you could do it smart, just like you and Mike did.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm going to set it up for the 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm going to run all my races.
Yep.
I'm going to record it all live. You guys are all going to have it there. All your, and then it also gives other people who want to do it more paced.
yeah, there's no pressure to,
right?
you can do it either way.
Exactly.
And I mean, we could have done all whatever heats, you know, all 4 rounds in a month if we wanted to, as long as we were done before the deadline for each heat. And yeah, I like what Joe's doing with it. Like I said, halfway through, I was like, I don't know about this. But now that it's done, it's like, oh, well, you know, it'll be fun next year.
And then from
He's
that,
gonna
we
do
got
changes.
Slot Sync Racing, which you're a big part of. Obviously, put it all together. And you guys have done a great job with it.
Oh, thank you.
And I love your lives. I watched them. I jumped on a couple with you. And yeah, it's different. You know, I every time I drive. So GRL, when I started doing slot car reviews, I had a rule.
Okay.
When I used to test the cars, that they had to complete 10 laps.
Oh, right.
And they couldn't de-slot.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would never take the recording.
Oh,
So that's how I got the GRL in my head.
Yeah.
And so I've used that ever since, and that's how my daughter learned how to drive. So she learned how to do 10 laps straight, no deslotting. So that whole concept is what started the GRL.
Yeah.
And now when I watch you guys do slot sync, I still have that same feeling. When I de-slot, I don't want to. I run slot sync and I de-slot. I'm like, I don't want to run again. Because it's like,
well, so
it's programmed in my head. It's
Yeah.
like you haven't done a clean lap.
You're done. But the funny thing is, I think that's sort of the epiphany moment with people that are in Slot Sync Club. Is it like,
oh, you can do it again.
Yeah, you just go
keep
again.
on going.
You just go again, and you just go again, and you go again, and
I
like.
was watching you with your legends. And you kept on de-slotting like on turn 11.
Yeah, on the same.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then eventually I was like, yeah, okay, this ain't happening tonight, guys. Let's do something different. But so Slot Sync started because, you know, GRL was such a great concept, but it was like, if you have a big track in your basement, you got to have space for it. And so we were like, well, how can we do that? And so that's kind of how it started. And then.
No, it's brilliant. I think it's
we
great. I think you guys have really done a great job with understanding complexity, understanding how to do that timing, and.
Oh, getting feisty. Oh no,
right.
He's kidding. He's got a smile on his face. I think he's being sarcastic, maybe.
Some yelling going on the track.
Oh yeah, they're in third place. I don't know if that was sarcastic. I think it's just. Well, how much time do we have left? Yeah, we're getting towards the end.
Let's see.
Tensions are rising. Every lap counts.
Now, it's getting crunch time. We have 15 minutes left.
Ooh.
So we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone's getting tight. We got Cincy in the lead.
Cannon's up in four.
Yeah, Cannon. Joe has been driving like a fiend. So Joe's been pulling our weight back. Yeah.
In case anybody who's wondering, he is holding his controller funny Joe style. So I guess
that's Nico style.
Nico style. Nico style, but yeah, we like to give Joe a hard time. He's not wearing his Merce right now, in case anyone was wondering. In fact, I think it's right behind me.
You guys
Should we
gotta
go through
turn
it
around.
live?
There's a fellow racer trying to use a hula hoop. I don't know who's doing it. I don't want to know. I don't want to see no slot car racer hula hooping right now. But anyway. It's hilarious. All right. Last 15 minutes, guys. Let's see what's happening. Pit lanes are busy.
Let's see who's in front of. That's Blue Water. I think that's. Oh, that's why they were getting heated because they're coming up on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's pretty big
Oh,
gap,
Joe's off the track, cleaning the car out.
I'll tell you, that pit is stressful when you're trying to clean the tires because you
Yeah.
barely have enough time to get it off. People are yelling at you because you're blocking the pits, visually blocking the pits. And then you get it back on and like, fuel's full, go.
Yeah. He's gone now, but it was kind of funny. West Coast watching what's happening in the background. It's like, it's probably in that corner right there. Someone's hula hooping. Probably.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of hula hoops on the wall back there. That's probably why.
Someone's getting their groove on. That's all. What else can I say?
Yeah, I think that the helpers from Professor Motors and the employees or family are getting restless. I think they got here before 8 o'clock this morning, so.
Well, the track has held up really well.
13 minutes. 13.
I think I might need to go relieve my
All right,
teammate on the Marshall. I'll let you wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Raul, for having me on.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys soon. I'll see if I can convince Mike to put a camera down and race tonight. But he might also be exhausted. We'll see. But we'll see you guys.
All right.
Have a good day. Keep it in the slow.
There you go. That's Pete from Show Me Stock Cars. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, Pete. As we wrap up here in the last 15 minutes. Looks like since he has this in the bag, we got North in second position. We got Blue Water in third. It is looking good for the win. As we round this day up in racing, what do you guys think so far? It's been a great event. I think all of us put on a good show. Professor Motor has really stepped up. John Erdman has already stepped up as well. He's been a big part of this. He's got all the, helped out with a lot of the borders and cutting off the foam and everything else. So everyone has kind of chipped in to make this event happen. Can't say enough things about what's going on today. As we round out the race, here we go. Last few minutes. See if we can hold this together. Thank you, MB. So right now, yeah, we're close. Everybody's really tied up. See how it ends. I'm just glad all my wireless cameras stayed up. We had one camera go down, but they came back up, so I'm happy. That's Phil blocking the front of the camera, but that's cool. 10 minutes go. 10 minutes go. What was the highlight item at the swap meet? Well, like I said, for myself, I bought my first car of 2026 at the swap meet. I'm only collecting 124s. It was a Carrera. It was the only Carrera 124 that was in the building, and I picked it up. So that was my highlight. But there was a lot of cars here. There was a good selection of custom made. A lot of bodies that you could buy. A lot of selection of HO. I'm not really that versed in HO, but there was a lot of HO cars here as well, and there were great deals to be had. Obviously, Professor Moto had a good selection of cars here as well for purchase. I know everyone that was with us has bought something and walked away with something this weekend. Ooh, here we go. Pete's back.
Sorry, I'm back. I got vetoed. Mike's just going to bring her home. Gerard's good on Marshall. So, Yeah, I thought I'd come back for the last, whatever, 10 minutes. I
It's
think
the
they just
last
did the
10 minutes. 10 minutes. And we'll crown
we
the
doing?
champion.
Yeah, unless something dramatic happens, I bet those. Ooh, no, the Can-Am's still fighting. They got to hold on to fourth.
Yeah, Can-Am
They're
and
neck and neck.
yeah, they're close. Yeah.
That'll be a fun finish to the race.
4 and 5 race is a good one. Yeah, right now, really tight.
Man, isn't that wild? After 3 hours of one lap apart.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
They're right about it.
Joe is driving well though.
He is. He's got it.
He's in the groove.
He is in the groove.
So good racing from Joe.
Since he was 41 laps ahead of second place. They
Yeah.
are something else.
Well, I mean, like they have a lot more experience, and I think the next time when we run this, we have better experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just the more we race, the better closer we'll get. So
Yeah, and it's funny because I don't own any Can-Am cars. That's the first NSR I've ever bought. Was the 908 we built.
yeah,
That's the second slot I've ever bought to build for this
But-
thing.
if you didn't have this, you wouldn't have bought that.
No. Oh, well,
So-
certainly. I mean, I probably would have eventually bought cars like that. Definitely would not have bought those
Oxygen.
two cars.
I put an oxygen chip
Nope,
in it.
and wouldn't have done as much as I did to the the spring suspension and all that stuff. I don't think that had any effect on like making it any better, but lesson learned.
Yeah, Ernie always says, like Ernie Mazzetti from MR Club
Yeah.
Car. I remember, and one thing I learned from Weston and from Ernie,
Mhm.
all the cars don't have weight. They never put weight.
Yeah,
They never do anything else.
Yeah.
To just make sure everything is running perfect,
Yeah.
straight, perfect, and to just run the cars.
Yep.
And you learn how to drive them.
Yep.
And that's also something that I heard Maurizio talk about as well.
Okay.
Like he never adds weight to cars
Yep.
and all that. They just learn how to drive the car
drive
based
it.
on what the way it comes out and
Yeah.
putting the float in, taking away inertia through float
Yeah.
and all that. So it's an art, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. That's
And
it.
truth be told, like and like when we put our team together, we're like, oh, this is great. We'll be Tri-State Motors because we
Yeah.
all live all over the country. And it's like Mike hadn't even driven that car until practice yesterday.
Yeah.
Gerard raced it for like half an hour last weekend, and they're like, how's the car looking, Pete? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going around the track, and the chip is working, so good
Well,
enough.
Pete, you did an excellent job on the painting of the
Aw,
car.
thanks,
There you
Ron.
go.
I'm not gonna lie. That of all this, like when I leave, good times with friends, all that. Don't get me wrong there,
Yeah.
but I am now addicted to white kits.
You
Those
are,
are
eh?
so much fun painting. I always knew that like if I got one,
Yeah.
it would be no looking back. But yeah, like broke out the airbrush. I learned how to print my own decals for it
And you can do it on a 3D printer if you really wanted.
print cars.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could.
You
I've
could.
got actually probably so I've got a white kit for a Legend.
Yeah.
Mike and I traded a car for that, and then I've got one of the 3A3D cars that that George sent me. So I'm gonna give that one a shot, and then depending on how that paint comes out, and I've smoothed plenty of 3D prints before, so I have a pretty good idea on
just
how to clean it up.
So if you go, I got a primer that is self-leveling.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly
it.
right. Yep.
Once you put that on,
It's like the
and then
automotive
you just use a wet
sandable
sand
primer.
on it,
Yep.
and you're good to
Fill
go.
those gaps real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited to do that one. I felt bad because George was like, yeah, I want to send you one. I'm like, yeah. Except
Scratch
I've
build.
got this race 2 weeks ahead. I'm not going to scratch build, Greg.
Yeah.
That is not on the agenda.
Yeah, white kit painting, I am okay.
Yeah.
Scratch building, still not there.
Yeah. The only soldering is wires.
There you go.
And I know how to do that.
Oh, we had something happen.
Never say never, truth be told. Yeah, that was a pit
Some
accident.
patches.
Oh, no. They're Now they're joking. They're joking with each other. I think making fun of a different marshal. We'll see.
But we hope so.
But everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a good time. It sounds mean and violent, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, we've been watching toy cars go around a track for 3 hours.
Yeah, that happened.
Everybody's eyeballs are a little dry. Everybody's throat's a little parched.
So we have 3 minutes left.
There it is.
Just less than 3 minutes.
The final countdown.
Or 4 minutes. There you go.
Oh, Rookies and Can-Am are right neck and neck. Dropped a bit. Oh, he's got more fuel though. Oh, Can-Am's Rookie's in the pit right now, so that's probably just a pit swap. They undercut him.
There you go. They undercut him. They undercut. Oh, does Joe have enough fuel to make it?
I don't know. Yeah, 3 minutes.
3 minutes
yeah.
should be good. Yeah,
it
he's
should
right
be
now.
good. It might be close.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like, yeah. When you get to that stage, you're like, meh.
No splash and dash required.
Yeah, don't splash and dash it, because you know what?
Yeah.
If you wind up with one last lap because you ran out on that last lap, it's like, oh well, we did our best.
Exactly,
but if you lose
there you
because
go.
you pit and you didn't need it, it's like, no.
Yeah, exactly. You let us down. It's the end of the game.
Where are they? They're
Give
both
us a
racing
turn and turn
908s
for
too.
4x4.
There goes Joe,
Turn by
whipping
turn.
by.
Guys, we don't have all the access to turn by
Turn by turn.
right now. Wow, it is neck and neck. 601, 601.
Okay, I'll try to give you the play-by-play. There goes Joe.
There goes Joe. That's about it.
There goes Joe. There's the Rookies. Rookies is in that white 908 that's
Oh, they're in
crossing
the white?
finish line right now. He's
Yeah.
going by the pits now. That's the Rookies, and then Joe's right behind him. Oh, I can do it turn by turn now. How much time do we got left? I don't know.
Oh,
Here we go. That's Rookies right there, just across the finish.
And
There
Joe
is
gets there.
Joe. He is catching him. He's like a single turn behind him. Here comes, where's the, yeah, there they go, right by you on the camera.
there's Joe.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
They were basically that long straight away from each other, and he knows. I can see it in his eyes. He's got shark eyes. He smells blood in the water.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Joe. Oh, he just got it. We got
He
him.
got
Joe
it.
just
He got it. Joe just took it. They
Joe
crashed.
just took it.
They crashed. Poor Gerard was in charge of that marshalling situation. Poor guy. I don't want to be blamed for that. The guy driving for Rookie's super nice guy. I met him yesterday.
Yeah, they're neck and neck though, right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Tight.
Where are they?
Joe's just got to keep it on track. Keep it on track, Joe. That's like
There it goes.
they're right behind you.
Oh,
Oh, my
man,
God.
that is them they are, fractions of a second. One crash, and one of the other is toast.
Oh wow, they're just
Oh,
neck and
my
neck. They're like
God.
side by side. Look at them.
Oh,
Both in
Joe,
the same lane. Both in
Can
the
he
same
handle
lane.
the pressure?
Wow,
This is awesome. 5 seconds. Just hold on, Joe. Just hold on, Joe.
45 seconds. 45
Oh,
seconds.
45 seconds.
Oh,
There it is. There it is.
There it
That's
is.
what he needed.
Joe has pulled it up.
That's what he needed.
Joe has pulled it up.
That's
Joe
what
has
I hope
pulled
he
it up.
knows that, so he doesn't he doesn't blow it. But he is looking good. Oh, there goes a pop up. That's
Yeah,
that.
Joe's got it. Joe's got it.
Oh,
Joe's got
and
it.
yep, and he's
Yeah.
pushing it too hard. Rookies went off one last time.
Rookies have crumbled under pressure, and Joe has been smooth and
And
controlled.
Can-Am, yep,
You know,
just got
all that is Ripple. Ripple has got the effect on Joe and made him better. That's what it is.
I'm watching this. I think that's the Blue Water car.
All right,
Hey,
that's
it's
it.
all done.
Race
That is
over.
a wrap.
That is a wrap. Right now, we have Cincy at 674 laps, North at 632, Blue Water at 620, Can-Am 612, Rookies at 611, 1 lap difference.
1 lap, half a lap.
Grooved is at 604, Eastside 580, and Price Day with car problems.
552. But we did not get a DNF. That was
So-
the goal.
Congratulations to Cincy for putting that out, and glad you were able to join us today.
Well
Oliver and team have pulled up a great event, and we are done. So thank you for
Big
joining
Oak's
us.
walking by. He's ready for a nap.
I'm gonna see if we can bring in the winning team here.
Yeah, I'll let you go because I'll leave you to that. But
Yeah.
thanks, everybody. Race on.
Race on. Hey Oliver, can you get Cincy here for us, like the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. All right, so that was a great racing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're back. I'm gonna wait for Cincy to hopefully come in. We'll get Joe's final thoughts. He brought Can-Am home in 4th position. Cincy?
Yeah.
Come on in, guys.
How you doing?
What's happening? Let's see. There's all guys. Cincy Slots. If you guys can one of you sit down and talk into the mic.
Okay.
So, you just won the digital racing. How does it feel?
It's awesome. I mean, we had a great time. I really came here just to learn.
Yeah, let me just turn on that
have a
mic.
good
please.
time. And, you know, Jeff came up from Cincinnati with me, and we picked up Rich. He did a great job for us. He's a local driver. And
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So everyone says that your car was extremely fast on track. What car were you running? Why did you pick it? And what was the difference maker?
So it was the Thunderslot Ferrari 350.
Yeah.
And I actually just put a chip in it just like 2 nights ago.
All right.
I mean, it was totally stock.
There you go.
We just,
Let's put that up against the camera here.
yeah.
That's the car, winning car,
Yeah.
right there.
So
You guys see
we
it?
lost a little chin spoiler in the last few laps there, but
Yeah.
you know, overall we'll glue that back in there and be set to go for another time.
Well, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much. How often do you race digital?
This is my first digital race.
First?
No, let
Oh.
me clarify that. My first slotted digital race. I've done a few Carrera
All right.
locally at Cincy Slots,
Yeah.
but I really like the slotted stuff, and I've been starting to build my own track at home. So,
All right.
so
Well,
it's
thank
great.
you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. Okay.
Great job, guys. Great driving. Next time.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Is this going to be online?
It's live. It's been live all the way through.
Post it tomorrow or anything?
Yeah, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. It'll be running there. Yeah, perfect. All right, guys, you heard it there. First time racing slotted digital and first win. I'll see if Joe can come in for a final wrap up here.
Yeah, no, I want you to go there and tell me when the mouse gets on the safe button.
Carlos, come.
Oh,
All right, so we got Carlos here from Can-Am, Team Can-Am. Carlos, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
How was the race? How was it
was
going?
lots of fun. That
Yeah.
was an experience, to say the least, but it was a
So
lot of
Joe
fun.
was dialed in there, bringing us home
Yes,
at 4.
he was. I kept telling him how far we were from the next car over. I mean, anybody else was out of
Yeah.
reach, but it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys had a good time. You had
Yes.
Yeah.
It was an awesome experience. I guess we're gonna have to start planning for next year.
Absolutely. But anyway, any last thoughts? Anything you want to shout out?
Well, lots of fun, lots of faces to the names on the internet. So
Yeah.
good times. Yeah, we need more beer, but we're doing okay.
Awesome job, Carlos. We got lots of people here wishing you all the best, thanking you for
Also
racing.
awesome, yeah.
What's up, Marty? I know you guys race with the Cincy Slot guys. I'm pretty excited for you. I don't envy you racing against them, so there you go.
Hey Jen, I got a bunch of pictures of Joe in different stages of the race, so I'll make sure you get them.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for being part of this. Until next time, I appreciate all you guys for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.